Hello, everyone. My name is Corvimae, and I'm running Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, a very good game that is super consistent and reliable. Joining me right now is nobody, because one of my commenters has not replied yet this morning, and I hope they wake up soon. And the other one of my commenters has a dog and is having dog issues. So hopefully they get in here later, and I don't have to just do this all by myself all morning. But I will, because I can talk that much if it comes to it. You all know this by now if you've been watching the marathon. So I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. It is the worst to run of the two Gen 3 remakes, but the nice thing about running Alpha Sapphire is that the soundtrack bops in it consistently. It's so good. And the game's actually really fun. It's just a very unsafe route, and we die a lot. So I'll be saving a lot. In my marathon notes for this game, I believe I have the words "save the game" in bold 27 times. I will probably not do every one of those saves because some of them are pretty rare. But so right off the bat, we're in the back of a moving truck, and we have to we're going to our new town because we're moving. It's an important moment in every young girl's life where you ride in the back of a moving truck without a seatbelt to your new home. I think we can all relate with this. So you might see people in chat mentioning Mudkip Roulette, and that is referring to the fact that the first thing we have to do in this game is we need to get a runnable Mudkip. And there is a specific set of stats that we need at level 6 to consider a Mudkip good enough to run. And the way that works out with IVs, because if you're not familiar with IVs, every Pokemon has random stats varying from 0 to 31 that determine, and all 6 of its stats that determine how good the Pokemon is ultimately going to be. And those are normally distributed. So when you could take that into mind, there is a 42% chance that the Mudkip that we get at the beginning of this game is going to be a Mudkip that we can actually run. So hopefully we get a runnable Mudkip. And we'll know this at about 8 minutes and 15 seconds-ish, give or take, plus or minus 10 seconds, depending if I get encounters or not. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set some options. And then we're going to mash through some cutscenes. So this is our new hometown. We're going to be here for a super long time and definitely not just immediately leave. I can't wait to see that our dad's helping us with moving. So one of the fun things about running 3DS Pokemon games is that they're an ergonomic nightmare. You notice that I set the text speed to be fast. However, in all games, starting with Gen 6 and thereafter, if you hold down a button, the text moves, I believe, twice as fast. So the way that I'm mashing in this game is I am holding down the left trigger and mashing between the touchscreen and B. And so like this claw grip that I have to do on my 3DS is pretty exhausting over time, I won't lie. By the time we get to by the time we beat Archie for the second time, my hands will pretty much consistently hurt when playing this game, so that's a nice little bonus. I always thought this was really cute in the original Gen 3 games. You have to go up to your room and set the clock because the Game Boy Advance obviously doesn't know what time it is. And in this game, you have still to go and set the clock, but it's automatically set to whatever your 3DS's timer is. So A does count as an input, but because I have L equals A enabled, so if you have L held down, you cannot hit A because they're the same input. So in Emerald, you can you walk inside and you immediately leave. In Orath, you have to go upstairs. Hey, it's Brendan. Did you know that his hair isn't actually white? It's a hat? People really dislike this. So Brendan says gay rights here when he says, I was really hoping you'd be a boy. Truly iconic. Now we're gonna go run. We're gonna get our Pokemon from Birch. It's faster to talk to this kid. There's a fun part in the post game here. Spoiler alert: in the post game, this scene gets repeated twice. In one time, Birch is being chased by a Shroomish, and in the second time, Birch is being chased by his wife. So we're gonna get our Mudkip here. I really hope it's good. I would like for my Mudkip to be good. That'd be very cool. I do have a Marathon Mudkip backed up. You can check your stat. Ooh, that was promising, actually. You can check your stats at level 5. I don't do it because I find that it doesn't. So it loses about 5 seconds optimally to check your stats at level 5. Because you have to go into the menu. And I find that it doesn't end up saving me that much time overall, because a lot of the times a Mudkip that is technically runnable at level 5 ultimately isn't runnable at level 6. So I don't do it. I'm a big proponent of not checking your stats on level 5 in this game, even though it makes the resets take about 3 minutes longer. Yeah, Birch is being checked. Oh, I meant to nickname Mudkip. Oh, well. Not because it's actually slower to nickname Mudkip. I just want to nickname Mudkip for the marathon. But that's muscle memory for you. So now we gotta go up. We gotta go fight Brendan. Sorry about my voice. I may or may not have shouted a bunch during Marbles yesterday. And now my voice has been in better condition. Yeah, so this game is largely still based on the original Ruby and Sapphire. And all of the like emeraldy stuff is sort of in the post game, but the post game is an entirely new thing. These games were, I think, pretty solid remakes overall. I think they did a good job capturing the Hoenn region and upscaling it. If you it's fun to go back and like when I watch Emerald runs, I'm like, I think about the layouts and the map in Oras, and it lines up very, very well, which I think is really cool. I think they did a really good job with this game. I know that's a hot take for some people, but tonight I got no encounters in here. We're not going to have any repels until after Rustboro. So until then, we're at the whims of RNG to see if we get any encounters. There are no manips that we can consistently do in this game because there's no way of determining your RNG seed ahead of time. So this game is entirely manipulous. We're gonna invite Brendan here. At the end of Brendan, we will level up and we'll learn our stats. I will pump them into the IV calculator that I have running behind the scenes. And depending on what those stats are, I'll know if I can run and if I'm gonna be in the danger zone for certain fights. Based on how much damage I'm doing with tackle, this is pretty promising. Usually the thing that gets you is gonna be speed or attack in my experience. Those are the two, like, you can run technically most speeds. It's just pretty rough. I don't like running low speed because it makes Brendan a die roll. Brendan 2. 252121. That is runnable.
Warms my heart.
How did I gold that split by so much? Well, I golded it by a second. That is the best Brendan 1 I've ever had. That was a really, really good Brendan 1 split. Here's a fun fact. Up until about a week and a half ago, my PB in this game was a marathon D-Rust run. Which was extremely good for my self-esteem. 252121. That was pretty frustrating. I just dropped my stylus. Because this game, especially the Latias section, I haven't talked a bit about what the main differences between the two games are yet, but the Latias section in this game might as well be just non-stop die rolls. If you're not familiar, in Omega Ruby, you get Latios, the blue one, and you get Groudon, and in Alpha Sapphire, you get Latias, and you get Kyogre. Kyogre is faster than Groudon for the end game, but Latios is much better than Latias for the mid game. because Latios has a 10 higher base special attack stat. And it just makes a lot of the fights way safer. There's also the advantage of, since we're fighting Team Aqua and not Team Magma in this game, Team Aqua has just a lot more annoying Pokemon, honestly, than Team Magma does. So if you think about it, like, we're gonna have a Pokemon, we're gonna have a ground-type Pokemon, which is super effective against fire, and we're gonna have a Pokemon that learns Surf, water good against fire, water not as good against water, so that's pretty frustrating. It's why this game is a lot less popular than Omega Ruby. It's just a lot less consistent to run. But I like Kyogre a lot. It's my favorite legendary, so I feel obligated to run this game. I love me a Mega Mantine. That movement was not great. So I know, like, the world record holder in this game, Superman, who is very good at Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, fun fact, pretty much says, like, his theory is that you might as well just consider the Latias section just to be pure RNG the entire time, and I'm not inclined to disagree. It's such a crapshoot. Alright, I need to look at my stats here. 464-232. 464-232. If you're confused by the numbers that I'm just saying out loud, it is the last number of each stat, because behind the scenes I'm putting my stats into an IV calculator so I can determine how good my Pokemon is. Yes, OR and AS are separate categories in this game, as the roots are, or like the way that the games play are pretty dissimilar. The times, or the... Hey, it's Lotad. This is pretty bad encounters right here. The run times for both games are pretty similar, all things considered. It's theorized that Alpha Sapphire may be faster overall. But it's just so much less consistent that currently the world record for Omega Ruby is about 3 minutes faster. How much of that is because of how, like, the number of people running each game, and how much of that is because of, like, which one's actually faster is hard to say. There are a lot more people running Omega Ruby, and so it makes sense that that game has better times just because there's been more attempts of it. There's really only a couple people that run Alpha Sapphire over it. Like, the people, like, I think it's like me, it's Superman, 4th Gen Gamer, Etiquette runs it sometimes. There are a couple other people. I apologize if I didn't remember you off the top of my head. So, we're gonna help Wally catch a Pokemon here. In the original Gen 3, this fight is really interesting because, like, the Ralts that Wally catches, it can be shiny, and Wally can actually kill it. It is technically optimal if Wally kills the Ralts via crits in Gen 3. In this game, it is a set encounter. Wally cannot crit. We always just have to mash through the whole thing. Yeah, not a lot going on here until we get to the forest. The forest is where our first bad fight happens. Wow, Wally did it. First ball. Wally's gonna give us the, what's it called? Play nav, that's what it is. which gives you a bunch of cool a bunch of fun little things. If you are not doing a speed run, we're not going to use them for the speed run. There is a theoretical category extension called any % with O powers that I looked into a little while ago that would use the plane nav, but I ended up not finding anything that was super great to justify continuing it. That trainer right there that I just ran behind sucks to hit. He's a rich boy trainer. They all have full restores. It takes forever. So I'm going to save here because this fight, I haven't died to this fight in a while, but you can easily die to this fight. This is our first bad fight. This is a Team Aqua Grunt. The Team Aqua Grunt has a Poochyena, and the Poochyena knows Sand Attack, Howl, and Tackle. Sand Attack lowers our accuracy, so we can just get in a situation where we just miss and miss and miss and miss and miss. Howl raises its attack, so there's situations where it's just raising its attack as you miss and miss and miss and miss, and then it just destroys you or it crits you. It's usually okay, but it is a point where the run can die, so... It's good to save. And we're just going to spam Tackle. Tackle in this game, very good. In Gen 5 and Gen 6, Tackle is a 100% accuracy move, and it is base 50 power. They eventually lowered it back down, or back to 40. I think it was 35 in Gen 4. That was a good fight. We didn't get sand attacked. Never mind, we got a sand attacked once. I didn't notice. That was not the optimal fight. We did miss one turn, but it was okay. 685-343. 685-343. Still don't know what my nature is yet. Don't have enough data for it to be conclusive. I believe this is a neutral kip, actually, now that I'm looking at it. There's a bug in the IV calculator that I need to fix where it won't lock in neutral natures early. So a fun thing about this game, and this game alone, is that you have to be extra careful about the spinners in this game, because these ORAS spinners are simply built different and will do a thing that I call side spinning, which is when they spin from, like, let's say you're spinning from top to bottom, and you are directly left of them. While they spin, they will see you. Oh my god, that was not good. If you had turned left there, I would have gotten seen. I accidentally tapped the button. It is the worst. Only this game does it. I will hopefully not show it off, but every single ORAS runner has an instance of being side spun on. We're gonna get Echoed Voice here. Echoed Voice is the move that will carry us through the early game. Even though Mudkip's special attack is really bad, Echoed Voice is such a good move that it's okay. The way Echoed Voice works is that it's a base 40 power move, and every turn that you use it sequentially, its base attack goes up by an additional 40. So we're gonna just spam Echoed Voice a ton, and it's such a powerful move as you get it going. Even on the second turn, it's already a really strong move. So we're just gonna use that to get through a lot of fights early. But not Roxanne's gym, because we are, in fact, a water-type Pokemon, and Roxanne is, in fact, a rock gym. So we're going to take advantage of the fact that water is super effective to rock. That said, you can still die to Roxanne's gym, because if you get crit by Nosepass, it is bad. There really aren't very many safe fights in this game, I won't lie. So this is one of the 2 optionals that we fight intentionally, is this trainer here, and we're just doing it to get an extra level before Roxanne. It just makes Roxanne's fight a lot better. We're also part of the reason we fight both of these optionals is that we evolve before Brendan 2. Uh, 806464. 806464. I am going to save for Roxanne, even though, again, you don't usually die to Roxanne, but she can crit you. This is Gen 6, so crits do 1.5 times damage. That was reduced in Gen 6, but it is still a 1 in 16th chance to crit. In Gen 7 and above, they reduced it to 1 in 24. So Roxanne's AI is really interesting in that it has a Rock Tomb, which is a move that lowers your speed, and it does more damage than Tackle is going to. But for whatever reason, her AI only wants to use Rock Tomb if she is faster than you. So now we are slower, and it's going to stop using Rock Tomb. We're also going to abuse the fact that she only has 1 potion. And so Geodude has an ability called Sturdy. So even if I had high, which means that you cannot one-shot it. So even if I had higher, hold on, let me put these stats in. 018675. 018675. Even if we had faster or higher special attack, we wouldn't actually get the one-shot off. So she'll always end up using that potion on the Geodude, which is good because we can pretty easily kill the Geodude. And there's no risk of us not killing the Geodude in 1 shot, or 2 shots at least, no matter what. But Nose Pass, if it healed, would take a lot longer to get past. So we make it so that she uses up the potion on on Geodude, and then it makes Nose Pass a lot faster. And then, again, because 2, 3, 9, 7, 8, 6. Because we're slower than her, for whatever reason, her AI decides that she's not going to use Rock Tomb anymore, and she just uses Tackle over and over again, which is good because Tackle does way less damage, and it's not a stab move. And that makes that fight actually possible for us. It's a cool strategy. I don't know who came up with it, or like who discovered that that's how her AI works. But it works. It's super consistent. It's likely just a quirk because it's the first gym that they wanted to make it not super rough. So we gotta go fight a grunt here. A fun thing about this game is that on the 3DS, there are 2 ways of movement. There's a circle pad and the D-pad, and both of them work for movement in this game. That's my 4th encounter, I think. The game still exists on a grid. So if you're using the D-pad, you do grid movement, and inside you're always gonna do, it's always grid movement no matter what. So you always use the D-pad when moving inside, but outside we're gonna use the circle pad more so, especially at this point and beyond, because it makes repels last longer for whatever reason. It likely has something to do with just the fact that you're not moving at direct diagonals. Yeah, this is a lot of encounters, unfortunately. I'm pretty good at getting high encounter counts. So this is the second option we find on purpose, is this hiker. Because he's quick to beat, and just getting that extra experience is nice. Makes the route work a lot better. If you want to be be as level or a higher level for a really bad 550897. We're not gonna teach Foresight. 550897. I have a 9 HP IV. This kip is actually quite good. 27 to 29 attack, 30 to 31 defense, middling special attack, but good enough, I think. Yeah, good enough for the better range. Yeah, this kip is really good. I need to focus on some menuing here. We're teaching Rock Tomb and Netcode Voice. I hate Rock Tomb. It's a garbage move because it's 95% accuracy. And that will kill runs when you miss it. Echoed Voice, though, very good move. We love Echoed Voice. Gonna save again here. Again, it's another grunt fight. It has sand attack. You can lose this fight just to missing sand attack over and over and over and over and over again.
Hello.
But it's not very likely. Etchy, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic this morning
Nice.
because I had dog issues. Can you Discord stream, by the way?
Yes, I can. Hold on. Can you also help out Memory get into this? Start virtual camera. Share video. OBS virtual camera. You good? Do you see it now? Cool.
I do see it.
I don't know what my stats are for this level up. It doesn't matter. I'll go to next level. So we got the Devon parts back. We saved Pico. I wish you could just... I love Pico. He's so cute. Love a Wingull. Though I don't love Pelipper. I think Wingull gets considerably less cute.
It also gets a lot slower. Like it loses over half its speed.
So
or something.
weird. It's such a weird evolution. I almost just ran into that trainer there, which would have been not good. See, if you do that movement with the D-pad, your repel tends to run out in the grass, which sucks.
I was listening to, I think, almost everything, so hopefully I don't repeat anything when I talk about things, but if I do, just tell me.
Give Emery instructions so that she can join Etchy.
Okay.
That way I don't have to type. We're gonna do unpaid labor for this mega corporation now. I guess Steven gives us a TM, but it's just, and they do install an app on our phone, so it's impossible to say if this is a fair deal or not. Now we have the Buzz Nav. They installed Apple News on our cell phone.
Is that what it is? It's Apple News.
Em won't be able to join the live channel.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to drag him in, or an admin. But I think that I might be the only one awake. Brendan tells us that we should go back to Mount Briny, or talk to Mr. Briny. Mount Briny. In this game, we're going to buy some items here. We do not buy all these items in Omega Ruby, because Omega Ruby is a safer game. Oh god, that was so bad. Normally, I do not exit out that menu after accidentally trying to buy 5 super potions, because if you buy too many things, you won't have enough money for later, and that's bad. Which I have done before.
Yeah, we buy one very expensive item later. We need to make sure we have enough money for that.
So, I don't. Can that spinner spin up? I'm not actually certain. I think she could only side spin on you,
I believe so.
which is
Actually, no. She can spin up. Yeah.
it hasn't happened for me in forever. I've gotten an encounter in these 3 grass tiles. The last 3. These are the last 3 grass tiles in the game that we can get an encounter if we repel correctly. I have gotten an encounter in it. 3 out of my last 4 runs.
That is because you D-pad through it.
I don't think that's true. I feel
I'm
like
just saying,
D-pad has
I
a
don't
less
D-pad
chance.
through it.
I feel like D-pad gives you less encounters on average.
But you are known for having more encounters than
that was weird.
most people.
That was the funkiest way I've ever talked to Bryony, but I'm here for it.
It worked. I mean,
Yeah. So one of
Fine.
my favorite things about this game is on the grid. If you are looking, if somebody is like adjacent to you, and you are facing, I don't know how to explain this. You're not facing directly away from them, I guess. You can talk to them diagonally. It's very nice. And in other games, it ruins me because I'm so used to it, like in White 2.
getting a really useful item here, the Silk Scarf. Basically just boosts the damage of all your normal type moves by 20%. And as May was explaining earlier, we have Echoed Voice now. Very powerful move combined with Silk Scarf, just does a ton of damage.
So if I had healed correctly in the last menu and wasn't trying to marathon explain, I could have skipped that menu, or that heal menu, and healed a little bit later. We have to equip the Silk Scarf anyways, so it's not like the end of the world. Just a small optimization. Hello, Emre.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. We have our whole commentary squad here now. Thank God. So this is the first fight that we're just gonna use Echoed Voice for. This gym sucks. Every fight in this gym can go wrong in some way. Generally, only the second one goes wrong, but it's possible. That was the ideal fight for the Meditite, where it just meditates the whole time. That was really good. And coming up is arguably the worst fight in the game.
I would say it is the
I
worst fight.
missed the save button.
What? This is my favorite.
This is Hideki, the infamous black belt in this game. If Hideki decides that you are going to die, you are going to die, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Hideki is the arbiter of 4S runs.
Yes. So ideally, he does not use low sweep turn 1. He did. I can survive 3 low sweeps, thankfully. This is, I don't
Not a good roll
That is
there.
not a good roll. I've been crit.
Yeah. So kind of just explaining how this fight goes. He has low sweep, focus energy, and foresight. Obviously, you want to see foresight every time. Focus energy is also good if he does it late, but low sweep also lowers your speed, so it means that he is more likely to get more hits off on you. And basically, if he crits once, you get stuck into a heal loop until he stops critting. And with focus energy, obviously, he's 50% to crit, so very painful experience. A lot of Mudkips can't survive even 2 hits in the first place, so it's just a bad time.
And you need a good special attack IV for this to not be a 3 times range, even including crits. This is an 81.5% range with crits.
Foresight.
Foresight's good. Foresight turn 1 is the optimal fight. That's good.
Nice.
All right.
Really clean.
So,
try.
according to my time lost outrun for this game, 8.65% of my runs make it or die on this split. And of my runs that die to the split, 33% die here. Like, it's so bad. And then
That's
this fight,
Lower than I expected.
that 33%. This fight's bad too because she can confuse you. And then this fight's a nightmare. So people.
No. We're past Hideki. Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing
now.
can go wrong.
Everything's great.
I had when I stopped running this game for a while. Part of the reason for it is because I had 3 runs get past Hideki in like a week that then died to Brawly. This fight is usually okay, but it's like you get past Hideki and you're like, I'm good, I'm done. You're not. But wait, there's more. Please don't confuse me, thank you. Confusion has a 10% chance to confuse. And boy howdy does it suck when it happens. 983029.
Did we talk about the text in Echoed Voice at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Still don't mind. I'm pretty sure this is a neutral kip. I'm like 100% sure this is a neutral kip. I feel safe in saying that. Need to menu here. Explain why I'm unequipping items, please. Nope.
So,
Yeah,
are you gonna?
Wanna
I'll
go?
let you go.
No, you
Raleigh,
just got here, so you should do it.
Raleigh's Makuhita has a move called Knockoff, and that move does a lot more damage whenever you're holding an item. And the Echoed Voice doesn't even change any like ranges in the fight or anything like that, so it's just better to take it off and not take too many hits, because as you're going to see, this fight is already scary enough.
There is like a threshold for your defense and HP where you can just leave on the Silk Scarf pretty safely. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, same.
So I just remove it. We're not even going to use Echoed Voice for a while after this anyway, so it's not a big deal. We don't use it really at all in the at least not in any place where the silk scarf would make any difference in the museum.
A much more reasonable Machop fight. No crazy
Yeah.
crit spams and
It
low
likes to use
sweeps.
it likes to use not bulk up. Is it using bulk up? Yeah, it's using bulk up. It likes to use bulk up. Or wait. I don't know.
Makuhita does bulk up.
Yeah, what's the other one? That's defense and attack. Oh yeah, bulk up. They both do bulk up.
Yeah. Didn't they both?
Nice.
I get seismic tossed constantly.
I get sand attacked.
Sand attack also a rough one. That's Brawly.
Brawly.
Brawly's the easiest fight in this gym. But again, Brawly can still go bad because Brawly can just decide that he's going to attack you for a bunch for some reason. And yeah, and this run just shows that if you yell loud enough, you can overcome any obstacle. So now we're gonna go talk to Steven, who's in a cave. In the original game, this part was like an actual cave movement section you have to do, and in this game, you kind of just run in a straight line.
Baby game.
Wow.
You also don't have to worry about flash here, which is nice. You just have perfect vision the whole way.
Good. Flash is a bad mechanic, and I will die on this hill.
I'm really glad they installed lighting.
Yeah,
in
that's
this
Yeah.
game.
well. It's part of.
Do you even see like flash here in this game at all?
You can get it.
But like, is there anything that like
I have no idea.
is dark?
I have no
I think
idea.
So
I don't think so. They installed lighting as part of the Mallville reconstruction project or whatever it's called. They were like, we have all these extra lights. You might as well just put them in this cave. Steven's like,
It is really well lit. Oh my gosh. The more
Yeah.
I look at it.
so Steven, if you don't know Steven, his last name's Stone. So his whole thing in this game is he's really into Mega Stones, which I think is fun. It's nominative. What's it called? Determinants. Is that the term? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, totally.
It's like where your name. It's the theory that like if your name is related to who you related to like what you become. So if your name is like. It's like how Joseph Crapper invented the toilet, or the flush mechanism for the modern toilet, and because his name is Crapper, it's nominative determinants.
I didn't know there was a word for that, so I'm learning stuff.
I studied linguistics, so here's your linguistic lesson for today. Anytime where I just get to talk about words in front of people is an exciting day for me. My life is truly riveting.
And we can see an example of it right now because Corvimae's name is May, and she's playing Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which dies to Hideki a lot.
What?
Did you see what I did there?
No.
Because bait and switch. You think I'm gonna say because she's playing May?
That was like an anti-joke.
But yeah, that's.
Also, I'm Corvimae now. Didn't you hear?
Oh no, sorry. Yeah.
We're gonna get the
Forgot about
soft
that.
stand here. Little fun fact, or a little tip if you're ever doing Pokemon rooting. Pretty much the most effective thing you can do for your damage, because of how the damage formula works in this game, is increase your the base power of moves. And what soft stand does is increase the base power of all ground type moves by 1.2 times, which is very considerable. So we're coming up with my actual least favorite part of the game. I hate Museum more than I hate Hideki. I know that's a hot take, but I hate Museum because at least at Hideki we're using 100% accurate moves. In Museum we're using 95% accurate moves, which I have missed 3 times in a row before to lose a run. So, also I believe it is technically possible to soft lock your game in the original game because you need 50 Poke to enter the Museum, and if you don't have it, then I don't know what you do.
They'll just let you in anyway.
Will they?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah. That's the thing, yeah. If you
In
if
the
you try
original
to
game?
If you don't have the money, they just let you in.
Or in this game?
Isn't it both games?
Oh, maybe. I did not know that.
Well, I know in Gen 3, I think it's like technically, like you can do that, but it's faster to just have the money.
Yeah, because there's less text. All right, well,
Yeah.
I was wrong. So we have to hit 4 rock tombs in this, which is a 95% accurate move. My defenses are good enough that if we miss one, it's not not necessarily the end of the world, but it's slow to miss, so we don't want to miss.
This is one of the segments of the run that is much, much better in Omega Ruby.
Yeah.
Alpha Sapphire.
Museum and Alpha Sapphire is really bad.
The Zubat is faster in this game by 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm likely I might outspeed it. I think it's likely a speed tie. I still don't know what my speed is, so this is a 15/16th range. You need 26 or higher plus 22. 26 or higher plus attack nature in order to guarantee the one shot on that Zubat, which is ridiculous. And then if you don't get one shot, it can't supersonic you, and Museum just sucks. But that was a really, really good Museum. And now we're gonna get everyone's favorite second form 3D model.
Totally normal looking Marshtomp here. Nothing.
I almost
out of the
canceled that.
ordinary.
I almost canceled that Evo, by the way, because I was talking.
That would have been
Not
really
great if you
bad.
cancel it.
No, it's really bad, in fact. We're gonna teach Mud Chop. We use it extremely sparingly, but it does help in I think 2 fights we use it. Archie's gonna come and he's gonna call these 2 people simps, and then it's gonna be one of my favorite little quirks about this game, which is the cutscenes have a set duration. So if you mash fast enough, they just kind of awkwardly stare at you. It's extremely obvious in one scene with Steven's dad in the post game. It's so funny. So yeah, Archie's just gonna stare at us for like 4 seconds. Okay, never mind. It's like 8 seconds. It's so long. I didn't actually realize this till Em pointed it out on an Elite 4 Round 2 run, and now I can't unsee it.
It's my favorite thing, honestly.
It's so
'cause
good.
We get to stare at Daddy for like however long.
The other thing that I love is there's a cutscene later where, because our name is exclamation point, because that's the fastest name to input, the text box will be extremely screwed up, and I will point that out when we get to it. Now we're gonna do some shopping. I need to look at what I need to buy here. I think I'm just buying normal stuff. Actually, I'm gonna buy the extras. Do I need the extras for the range? Yeah. I'm gonna play it safe.
Fortunately, I wasn't here for the Mudkip.
Which range are you buying for?
Grovile.
Grovile. Oh right, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
amazing special attack too, yeah.
Yeah, it is in fact a range. I just want to confirm the range. It's a
That shopping's probably like the most complicated shopping in the entire run, because
100%.
you're trying to balance like Mudkip's stats, and you also need a specific amount of money left over, because we're gonna need to buy something a little bit later.
My notes are dumb too, and I don't have that range up higher in the notes, so I have to scroll down to look at it. I need to fix that. So I'm just like, wait, okay, is the range good enough? Frick. So we could do contests now if we wanted to. I don't, so we're not going to. Yeah, that was 11/16th range of the special attack. I have not gotten a really good special attack stat in maybe 4 months.
Yeah,
This-
it doesn't matter too much, but it's still.
Yeah,
it's nice
this is 10 to 11. This is the highest special attack stat I've gotten this month. 10 to 11 neutral. And somehow this is the only time I've died to Hideki. I have a theory that if you have a really, really bad special attack stat, Hideki somehow, for once in his life, feels pity for you and doesn't just ruin your whole career.
Kind of on a fun fight here,
I love this fight.
involving a Plusle and Minun. It's very annoying. They have, what is it, Covet? Is that the name of it?
No, they do not have Covet. They have
It's,
Switcheroo, or whatever it's called.
Switcheroo, that's what it is. Yeah, so basically they just keep stealing and unstealing your soft sand over and over again, and it messes with the ranges because you don't have that ground boost anymore. And it's just very silly. They also have Oron berries, and they like to activate them and waste more time. It's great.
It's actually optimal to be at low health for this fight for that reason, because you'll just eat the Oron berries. Bestow is the other one. That's what it is, Bestow.
Yeah, so
I think they have Bestow and Switcheroo. So, fun fact about this fight. We just leveled up into Marshtomp in the fight before, and the reason why that's really great is 26. These cannot hurt us now. They have no moves that can hurt a ground type Pokemon.
All right, you unequip the soft sand. So yeah, this is just they just keep spamming Switcheroo with the berry that you get.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
and then they
I
just
do not have
take
high enough
the time.
special attack to confirm a 2-shot there. That is missed Mud Shot.
You did just miss it.
I love this game.
95%, by the way. It is 95 and not 90, right?
I believe so, yes.
95, yeah.
Okay.
Since Gen 3.
May got me to drag out my Pokemon memory database to be here.
Nobody's saying anything about my movement here. I know it upsets people.
Oh no, that was horrible. Why would you do that?
Because it's consistent for me.
Oh no.
The other way. If you do
I
it right.
hate it.
It's consistent for
I
me.
hate it,
Everyone hates
believe
it,
it.
but like it's consistent for me, and I hit the trainer when I do it the other way.
Anyway, this is Rival 2. It's pretty similar actually in a lot of ways to the Emerald fight for those who saw the run yesterday. But basically, you're just gonna be setting up on the easiest Pokemon to set up on, which is Slugma.
One. Hopefully Slug was nice to
and
us.
Yeah, it can troll a bit. It can burn you with the embers.
Two.
Waste time.
Incinerate does the most
You do
damage.
too much damage.
3.
You have to make sure you're at a certain health before you go into Grovyle, stuff like that.
4.
And May is specifically setting up enough X special attacks and enough X speeds, which I think in this case are just one, in
Which-
order to outspeed Grovyle.
I'm glad I didn't go for the range because I 100% forgot to save because I always forget to save on Brendan 2 for marathons. But if you buy the extra, you're pretty safe. So Brendan 2 has truly random AI. He will just pick a move at random. And so Grovyle has a move called Mega Drain or Giga Drain. One of them.
It's Mega Drain.
And if he decides to use it, 1 in 20 or 1 in 4 chance, there is no Mudkip or Marshtomp that can survive that. You just die. So that's why I just made sure I guaranteed the range there for safety. And I outsped, so it's fine. It's why I hate running slow Mudkips in this game, because if your Mudkip's feed stat is slow enough, then you cannot actually outspeed Grovyle, and you are just at the whims of Brendan. Which is never a great position to be in. That's a
Tried failure.
that was a solid
Didn't
museum
like.
split. Can people hear my split sounds? I forgot to turn those off.
No.
No? Okay, good.
Actually, well, I can't hear the desktop audio, so never mind.
I'm pretty sure you can hear my split sounds. I should turn those off when I get a chance.
I just realized that I'm listening to your Discord stream, where your Discord stream doesn't have the audio, so I only hear your voice.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I made sure my alerts were off, but I forgot about live split. So if you're a fan of Dota 2, you get to hear some Windrunner. This is one of my least favorite spinners in the game because he's really hard to see. He's not actually a bad spinner. I just have trouble seeing which way he's facing.
Lepa berries here to restore PP later.
And we're gonna do some chores here.
Very convenient thing. You just get 6 of them right there in this game.
Well, we only grabbed 2, but yeah.
Yeah. It's just like normally in games like ethers are super hard to come by, and here you can just.
I've muted live split.
Excellent.
We're gonna drop a repel here because we need the 3 for the next bit of movement after this. We're gonna get the bike. You get the bike fairly early in this game. I say 15 minutes into a speed run, but
That's early for Gen 6.
exactly. Well, because you don't have the rollerblades in this game, so.
Gonna take the Mach Bike, of course. Mach Bike works a little bit differently in this game compared to like Gen 3. There is no wind-up period like the normal Mach Bike. It just zooms. You just go.
It's great.
It's very fast, very hard to control at times. And it can be a little funky because, again, the whole like grid but not a grid system that this game is on with the movement.
That was
Made
a
by
big
Bulldoze
purchase.
here. Yeah. Bulldoze is 60 power move that always drops your opponent's speed. It's very good, very helpful. It's going to be our strongest physical attacking move for quite a while, and we're basically just not going to use Echoed Voice anymore or special attacking moves anymore as well.
And thankfully, because this is not Gen 3
situation.
anymore, and is in fact Gen 6, it is a physical move.
Yeah.
I do that menu slightly slower because the number of times where I have dropped an input there and accidentally use and not register the bike is so many. So many. So Wally's gonna do his best, but we are going to one-shot Wally's Ralts. It is a range at lower attacks, but this Kip has good attacks, so Wally's just gonna get kind of dumpstered. Sorry, Wally.
Thing.
He's going to have
He
the
deserved
glow up of the
better.
century soon.
I still do not know what my speed stat actually is because I can't set neutral nature. I don't remember how to do it on Ranger. I think it's broken. I made this tool. I don't remember how to do it. I remember what my speed IV is.
So I don't know if these last 2 donations have been read before our run. Can I just read them?
Yes.
Is it? Okay. I might as well because I don't know when the last ones are read. Shiny EV39 gives $5 saying, thanks for doing this heart. Thank you so much. And then Jordan97 also donated $10 with no comment. Thank you, Jordan, the 97.
Thank you, Jordan. I thought I was gonna get some sort of comment that was disparaging one of my favorite Pokemon, so no comments. Better than expected. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah, just thanks everyone who's been donating so far. It's amazing how much has been raised for Outright.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to
Thank
mention.
you so much.
I was going to say this at the beginning, but I was kind of distracted because I was trying to explain a lot of stuff. I'm going to donate $50 for every time I die in this game, which so far is once, and every bad nature I get, or bad, like, nature/IV split. As in, if I look at my Latias or my Kyogre and I say it is bad, I will donate $50.
So $150 guaranteed.
Pretty much. Okay, I've gotten one good Latias in the past month, and then I died to Sheer Cold, so that was super cool. That Latias was so good.
Those Alpha Sapphire things.
Yep. Fast fight, but at what cost?
I think it's only like one fight where you can actually like. Well, the only time you can lose in this gym is just like very minor things like getting quick attacked or.
Well, if you don't, the only way you can really lose, like actually die in this gym, is if you don't X-speed on Watson and get supersonic.
Yeah.
And even then, you shouldn't lose because he should heal.
Right.
Yeah,
So yeah, the only way is you just lose a little bit of time, just random things here and there, but nothing.
Yeah,
substantial.
if you have really, really, really good speed, you could just outspeed stuff and, or not really, really. You don't. The speed requirement isn't that high, but you can just avoid taking some damage, which is nice. You can also
Yeah,
just
one of the-
do extra movement like I just did there. That also loses time.
One of the things about Pokemon speedruns in general is that generally damageless turns are faster than whenever you get hit. So it's really just praying for like eerie sound, I think it's called, from this guy.
Screech.
Other damage. moves. Well, it gives both.
Yeah. Wait, does that have eerie sound? I thought it only had Screech.
It definitely has eerie sound. I don't know Screech. Okay, it has Screech. Confirmed.
I feel like it's possible that I only noticed Screech because I'm like used to being worried about Screech in watching, like, for example, plat runs. How do you feel about Screech, Etchy?
Screech sucks. A lot of people have Screech in Pokemon Platinum.
Yeah. This is Watson. Interesting thing about the Watson fight is that we could just bulldoze all three of his Pokemon, but Magneton would outspeed us, and there's a chance that it would use Supersonic and hit, and then we get confused. We have the possibility to lose a bunch of time, and we need to we technically need to two-shot Magnemite anyways because it has Sturdy, so we're just gonna use next speed to make this fight super consistent. Since the next speed turns pretty fast anyways, because we're not really watching time go down, or bars go down. And we have the extra money
Yeah,
anyways.
we're gonna see Sturdy a lot in this run. Not super bad whenever it pops up, but it is annoying.
Yeah.
And,
A lot of
something you have to
Sturdy in
keep
this
in
game
mind.
because there's... Oh, that's not... I want to do Water Gun first. Because there's just not a lot of... There weren't as many abilities back then, right? Because it's the first generation that had abilities.
And isn't like Sturdy awful in Gen 3?
Yeah, 30 in Gen 3 is different, right? It's like...
Fact check.
It's like super
Yeah,
terrible.
that's
Like it's a really, really bad ability. They buffed it, I think, in Gen 4. Somebody look up how exactly...
Oh, sorry, it's Gen 5 onward. That's when it actually...
Oh, it's Gen 5 when they buffed it? Okay.
Makes work. That's when it actually does stuff. Because in Gen 3 and 4, it just works as a...
Like sheer cold and
basically
stuff,
prevents
right?
you from being hit by one-hit KO
Yeah,
moves.
it's so bad.
So that's why it's not a factor in like Platinum either, in Gen 4 in general. It just doesn't really matter.
That was Watson. Really tough fight. And this is our first extended movement section of the run. After this, there is one fight, or there are two fights in this split that we do. Both of them, or no, sorry, there are 4 fights in this fight split that we do. All of them have weird quirks to them that can either lose time or kill your run. That's fun.
Is it the first one that's the bag-on fight?
Yeah.
Or is it like one? Yeah, the first one is kind of a nightmare, but there's a lot of optionals. You have to pass and spinners along the way as well. But the first one's actually like the worst one, I think.
I don't know if I've ever actually died to it. Much to the dismay of T-Pat. Nope. Yep.
I've definitely died there. It's it can go very badly because of paralysis and the gimmicks of the fight. It's a very gimmicky fight, which is really random for this one trainer and random route. And
Yeah.
we'll talk about it when we get there.
Basically, every time I've come back to running this game, that's how it welcomes me back.
To Wilton?
I
Ugh.
have serious Wilton trauma.
1 in 3 chance to get an encounter here, which is the slowest possible outcome. Either nothing can happen, you can get an item, or you can get an encounter. Encounter is by far the slowest. So that is, what, 7 encounters on this run so far? Amazing. I didn't get bounced in front of that trainer, which is nice, because that's been really screwing me over lately.
Yeah, you know, I didn't really mention this with the bike earlier. That's when you're just on your feet and you're running around. What happens usually is if you're like kind of like in between grids, is you'll like magnetize to a corner and like bonk on it a lot of the times. Whereas with the bike, a lot more times you're gonna like magnetize and like bounce off of something when you're kind of
But
in
it
between
won't.
lines.
It'll sometimes just shove you 2 tiles right for some reason. It's extremely
It's
weird.
very funky, and it's really different from just running on foot, and it takes a lot to get used to it.
We're gonna grab some person berries here because we don't like being confused. And a lot of things want to confuse you in this game. I think I might grab the raspberries. Yep. I haven't screwed that up in forever.
What do raspberries do in this game? I only know them because of Let's Go.
I don't know.
I think they're only for Pokeblocks.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that makes
interesting.
sense. I should have saved for Wilton, but I didn't.
Oh no, this is okay. Good luck.
You want to explain what Emre?
I don't know if I remember.
I outspeed back on at least. Just don't paralyze me.
Basically, everything can paralyze you, and it's a nightmare. that's it.
Can Makuhita paralyze you?
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, it has Force Palm.
All right.
Yep.
But it probably won't because it pretty much always fake outs you.
I lied. I remember.
Don't
Yeah.
paralyze.
So what
Never punished.
Here is if you get Bagon to Dragon Breath paralyze you, you get outsped by Makuhita, and then bad things start happening, and it can I think knock off you.
Yeah.
And then you can't get the one shot, and then bad things start to happen.
And we don't have a way to heal paralyzed right now, so
There is a paralyzed heal you can grab earlier.
yeah. But I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do your funky little Rival 2 movement.
Exactly. All right.
Funky's a good
I
word
said
for
don't
it.
make. I literally warned you all and said don't make fun of my Rival 2 movement, and we all still make fun of my Rival 2 movement.
I'm gonna make fun of that forever.
This is AA Rune. He makes us mash for a while, which is great. Love mashing on the 3DS. I almost feel bad for complaining because Pulse had to mash from the 3DS for 5 hours yesterday, and this is only a 3-hour run.
Did you explain 3DS mashing?
Yes,
Already? Okay, cool. It sucks. It sucks.
it hurts.
I will say, actually, like, I my hands, like, I think they're just used to 3DS mashing by now. They don't get that upset with it, unlike
Well, which
Gen 5 is really bad. For
which
me.
DS do you have? Your capture
The
card.
OG
in?
3DS.
The OG? Okay, I feel like that it's extra bad on the OG 3DS, especially because my 3DS is falling apart because I death grip when I play this game, and so like the plastic is just kind of warping.
Firmly grasp it.
I need to get a new 3DS and somehow figure out how to move my capture card. I'm gonna pause for a half a second here just to get this roamer in a specific position so we can easily pass her. There's an ace trainer down there that if you hit her, your run is dead. She is horrible. For some reason, we get a bunch of free heals on this route, which is really nice.
Yeah, I think they expect you to hit a lot more trainers on the way there, but
Yeah,
know,
but you
that
only
means,
have...
so.
There's only 3 required trainers in this entire section. Which-
This fight sucks because your pinch is here.
This Trapinch, no matter...
big, it's range.
Yeah, no matter how good your attack is, you can have a 31 IV and a plus attack nature, and it's still a range. This is...
Ideally, we just got the range.
In the O powers route that I started looking into, we use the attack O power on this Trapinch. I've been killing this Trapinch one shot a lot lately, which is rad because it makes the split so much better because you're much less likely to have to heal.
Bad fight 203 down.
I don't think that fight's that bad because you're not gonna die in that fight. Worst case, you just end up losing a little bit of time. Ooh, she spun quite quickly there.
Guess I should say silly fight.
Yeah, it's a
203.
silly fight.
Silly. Same with the next one. The next one's extremely silly.
Have you ever? I love getting triple protected. My favorite.
What's happening plot-wise here? What did
The professor's been
they're just
taken.
telling you to go to Meteorite Falls? Is that
So
it?
we got to go into this house so that they can give us 8 lines of dialogue, and then we have to exit and watch another loading screen. It's great. I love it.
Oh, so Alpha Sapphire doesn't grab that item.
We do not.
Or was that routed out of both?
I don't know. That's a Elite 4 round 2 thing, I thought. At least it is in Alpha Sapphire.
Maybe Groudon just needs more
That could be possible too.
more of the juice.
Juice.
So this stupid Aeron knows protect. What if you just didn't protect? Nope. What if you just didn't protect? Good, you failed.
Yes. Super.
I am going to heal this for
straight up
safety.
just time waster fight.
I wouldn't heal this on a in an actual run, but I'm gonna heal it here.
Just a couple more trainers to pass before we get to our first true double. The first true double, yeah. The
Yeah.
First one.
I guess you explained how aura spinners work.
Yes, they're bad and they're terrible.
Yeah, those are two things I would use to describe them also.
That item you just picked up, I'm sure that's not worth a lot of money, right? And
It's worth a little bit.
Right there, yeah.
You can do that movement on the bike. I'm not brave enough. I think T-Pad is the only person who consistently does it these days. Maybe Etiquette. I think War Tab stopped.
I just kind of like bolt in that direction because I have the angle memorized from the staircase, so I just like hold an angle off of the staircase and just go directly under him and scare everyone every time.
Okay, so you also do it? I
like it, but
I
if
lose
my
the
angle's
second.
bad, I'll switch off and get off of the bike and just run it.
I just run it every time.
So, double battle. This is a little bit worse on Alpha Sapphire than Omega Ruby.
It's not good on either game, but it's pretty bad in this one.
Brendan once again leading with his Slugma, which is unfortunate because it's not really that useful. But with thanks to Bulldoze hitting everything on the field, including your teammate, you can get rid of it really fast, and then
Please
you'll
don't-
send out
please don't
Grobile,
target
which
me.
is slightly more useful.
Oh, I outsped. How did I outspeed there? Huh. Maybe it was a speed tie. If you might, you
Polka
might,
Row? What if you have Polka Rows?
maybe. Little fun thing about the 3DS series of games is they really can't handle double battles very well. Hopefully, Grovile is smart here and uses Leaf Blade. Okay, I have had it not use Leaf Blade, which is super cool. So that was really good. That was a really, really good version of that fight, actually.
No, very, very clean. That can go really wrong thanks to things like swagger. Is it swagger? Or
Swagger.
whatever confuses you? Yeah.
We can heal
And
we can heal it with a person berry, but it's just slow, and then you can get you still get outsped the next turn, so you can get swaggered again, and it's ugh.
oh, and Brendan's dumb too. Sometimes he just does the wrong move.
Yeah,
Just
sometimes he
waste
does
your time.
for some reason just do the wrong moves, and I don't know why.
Yeah, like when there's water type Pokemon out, sometimes he doesn't even like Leaf Blade them. It's very silly.
Maxie's here. The fun thing about Oras is that the team leader for the team that isn't the main team for the game just kind of gets dunked on the entire game. Like Maxie shows up and just kind of gets bodied at all times. We'll see that very shortly again. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna take the professor back. He's gonna give us a TM we're not gonna use, and then Brendan gives us the option to go back to Maulville. And there are two ways you can do this next section. You can either go back to Maulville and do the movement back up past the rock smash rock, or you can go back through the route. It is technically optimally faster to go back up if you don't get an encounter. I've stopped doing it because I get an encounter a lot. So I like the other way better now because it's more consistent and you don't have to worry about any spinners. Except for the one at the end that you always have to worry about. That I did not know was actually only rotated in one direction. Until very recently. Which makes that spinner way less scary.
Yeah, and even though he only spins right and left, he can see straight down, which I learned the hard way a lot more recently than I'd like to admit.
Well, but he only spins counterclockwise, which makes it a lot better. I didn't know.
That Comet Shard just sold for 15,000 Polka dollars for those who didn't see it. That little item we just picked up. It's quite wild. While you do that movement, do you mind if I do a donation?
Yeah,
Plug
please
charity really
do.
quick? Okay. We have a
national.
$10 donation from MarbleCake1234 saying, thank you to the runners and the organizers. Thank you so much, Marble Cake. Really appreciate it. And again, we are raising funds for Outright Action International. Outright Action International fights for the human rights of LGBTIQ people everywhere. Outright works at the international, regional, and national levels to research, document, defend, and advance human rights for LGBTIQ people around the world. They are the only organization that has a permanent presence to advocate at the United Nations headquarters in New York for progress for LGBTIQ people. They also have a major stake at the UN on human rights and hold special consultative status there, which allows them to bring to light concerns of LGBTIQ people globally at this important world forum. So thank you so much, everyone, for donating and supporting this cause so far.
So another reason why this backwards movement, I think, is actually honestly better, even if it optimally loses, I think, 6 seconds or something, is that you can see that hiker spinner earlier and react to it a lot better. Like the way I passed it there was pretty much like 100%, or like at least 90, 80% safe. Because he can fast spin and then side spin on you, but he wouldn't do that to me. That hiker's so nice.
Optimally slower. Did they retime it? Because I thought that new movement was faster.
It is slower.
Unless you get in...
if you don't get an encounter on the rock smash.
Right?
Yeah, is what Etiquette and T-Pat told me.
So it's more consistent on average.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, if I come back, I'd probably just always do that because I always get the rock smash encounter. You know?
Same here. Again, I've gotten 7 encounters this run. I think it's better just to not do it.
I'm just gonna be a boomer runner and eat my encounters.
That's what I did up until 2 weeks ago, so I feel ya. I was like, I don't want to learn the backwards movement. But the backwards movement is actually a lot more fun, too, so...
Mount Chimney.
The main thing is you don't do that stupid diagonal rock movement, which I hate. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right after,
We have to go behind the trainer.
I hate that trainer. Because you like, if you get like 1 pixel too far to the left, it just warps you in front of her.
Yeah.
This segment is one where Oris kind of trades with each other, because like the museum was horrible for Alpha Sapphire, but it's great for Omega Ruby. This section is horrible for Omega Ruby, because you guys in this game get to fight Grimers and Mucks instead.
But that we only enjoy that for a little bit, because Grimers and Mucks become better for Latios than they do for Latios because you just do more damage. This fight can go badly. I've not had this fight go badly in ages, so I'm sure she'll minimize first turn. Yep. Thank you. Oh my god.
Oh, that's
really bad.
Combo. Fortunately, we do have Mudshot here, but does not really help too much.
This is the worst this fight maybe ever gone for me.
Okay, it's not too bad. Like, that could have gone a lot worse with 2 minimizes.
Yeah, but not...
Fortunately, still disabled.
Oh, good Screech dodge.
Still better than Omega Ruby.
Yeah, so the Omega Ruby fight here, the problem with that is he leads with a coughing, and you can't hurt a coughing, basically, with this current moveset that Mudkip has, or Mushchop has, because it has Levitate. So your only option is to spam Rock Tomb until it decides to self-destruct, and if that can take like 5 turns, 6 turns, or it can do it on the first turn. You never know. As it's just complete RNG crapshoot, and you just never know what's gonna happen.
So yeah, that fight against Shelly, that is pretty much the only way it can go super badly, is if she minimizes turn 1, which she often does not do. Then you miss Bulldoze, which I think is at that point 70 or 80 something percent. Is that right? At 1 minimize? I don't remember exactly.
After 1 minimize?
And then
75?
you get disabled. Or you keep missing Bulldoze. It's like so unlikely for it to go terribly. That's why I didn't save for it, and that's why you get punished. This fight, you can go badly if you miss a Rock Tomb. Hopefully I just don't miss a Rock Tomb.
Reggie's intro there, so much swagger.
Also, if Mightyna decides to not swagger you, that can be bad depending on what shopping you did.
Yeah, a lot of time you kind of rely on it to get the free attack boost. So it is a free
Please.
+2 stages.
Please. Thank you.
This is why person berries are so good and so useful.
So now I need to hit that rock tomb or else I will die. Pretty sure.
Surely you'll hit it.
Yeah, you saw how that Shelly goes. Surely I'll hit it.
Is a Sharpedo completely unrelated to Carvana?
Yeah, they're actually just completely different evolutionary lines.
Yeah.
People don't know that, but it's true.
There's Mega Sharpedo and Mega Carvana.
At plus 2, if you only get swaggered once, that is a range. No matter what your stats are, though it's a pretty good range. At no matter at pretty high attack, so that can be bad. I didn't split. That was such a bad Archie split. Oh my god. I actually used to die on this split a lot, I feel. Or like when I was learning this game, I used to die on the split a lot, and I don't think I've actually ever died in a real run on the split. You can lose a lot of time on it, but actually that feels wrong. I feel like I've died at least once. I don't know. So we're gonna go to another easy gym after this. That section right there is my favorite mashing because the entire thing has instant text. So you just get to hear a bunch of beeps and bloops.
Beeps and bloops.
Yeah, I've actually never died in the split, apparently in a real run. That feels wrong to me, because I've...
Yeah, this is a very nice and safe section.
Yeah, you can definitely die here in Omega Ruby. The Maxi fight is also a bit more spooky.
Like, you definitely can lose runs here, so that's why I'm confused about it, but it might have been on a different split file. Like when I was doing no resets or something.
You can actually get a free heal from that lady by the entrance to the ski lift building.
Which Alpha
right
or Omega Ruby does.
Yeah, it's not super needed right now for Alpha Sapphire, so I'm just gonna skip it because it's faster if you just don't need it.
Since we need to menu anyways to put the soft stand back on, if we didn't need to menu, it might be faster to not do it.
Another thing too is in this town, you can actually talk to that karate guy that May just biked past, and he gives Swords Dance, which is incredibly busted and a very powerful speedrun move. And Omega Ruby uses that for Groudon, but not relevant for Kyogre, so we just don't bother.
Kyogre is a special attacker.
Yes. It would be funny if it learned Swords Dance, because I can't imagine like what that like.
If you do EQ Kyogre.
What?
Nah, bad.
Yo.
Bad cycle on that guy.
Yeah, he's got a really weird walk cycle where he just goes up and right like that.
Yeah.
In that kind of like.
And depending on how that first spinner goes, you can kind of see if you're going to be safe or not in the animation. I might have been safe there. I just didn't want to risk it. I've started doing this movement,
in this gym, but
not diagonal.
Scary.
After I dropped a right input and just ran right into that guy while rooting O powers. He got away from the spin most of the time anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, this Flannery split's actually the safest split in the entire run, right?
No, it's not.
There's nothing.
It's not as safe as Watson. T-Pet has died on this.
Oh, Watson again. No, Watson.
T-Pet did what?
T-Pet has died on the split to Flannery, yeah?
Oh, yeah, that is possible, I guess. Very unlikely.
It is very unlikely. T-Pet has died to everything in this game. It's almost like T-Pet's run this game a few times.
At least 5?
Yeah, I would say. But, I mean, at least 5 isn't that impressive, because 4 of them are Mudkip resets, so...
Yeah, you're right.
I love Flannery. She's such a mood, just pure anxiety. I feel that. Gen 3 has some real solid gym leaders and also Norman.
Is Brawly solid?
No, Brawly is like honestly not that bad. I don't mind Brawly.
I'd say Roxanne's solid because she's a rock type gym leader, I guess. But...
Oh my god. You can run this game even if you don't have a 3DS capture card because we do allow emulators. Shout outs.
emulator. You can use Potato Cam. We allow NTR now, which
Yep,
is a
you can do remote
leaderboard.
capture. Shout out to Emray for doing a lot of the work for that.
And fun fact too, not really Gen 6 related, but for Gen 7, the NTR wireless capture is just straight up allowed on the main board because it's barely slower than the normal ones, so it's pretty cool. And another option if you just want to get into 3DS Pokemon speedrunning.
That was technically a range, but with my special attack, it was 96.5, so I went for it, and I rolled fine, so. It's usually not a bad range. It can be. Wow, I saved him 1.2 seconds in that split. I'm a little bit behind right now. Shout outs
I
to
just realized how-
Hideki. Sorry?
I just realized how T-Pat died. Because if you miss that range, he paralyzes you, and that can go very badly.
Yes. Yeah, and I know a lot of people have been doing NTR, and it works solidly well. Unfortunately, we can't put it on it has to be a separate leaderboard because NTR does overclock your 3DS. But
Only for Gen 6, but for
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
The
definitely
testing.
excited to try it for Gen 7 soon.
The testing that I did showed that at the time, whenever world record was 306 for this game, it's estimated to save roughly just over 3 minutes for the entire run, roughly a minute
that's actually
per hour.
so much.
Pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
sub 3 is possible with NTR.
That's crazy.
I should try that honestly, because I mean it's just faster. It's real life time save.
Real
right?
life time
I mean,
save.
Yeah.
I also my old 3DS is much worse than my new 3DS, so that'd be fun.
You usually don't. It's pretty hard to die in this Delcatty. I'm gonna save anyways. I'm gonna save for every fight in this gym. This
Oh, yeah,
gym,
this entire gym
except
sucks.
for Burke. Burke is free, but every other fight in this gym, truly horrendous. This
Yeah.
Delcatty has just a really obnoxious moveset because it has Sing, it has Double Slap, and it has Attract. And it's the X-axis room, so it will hit a billion Double Slaps, and it will hit Sing, but it will go for Attract first. So we just need Love to not exist. Love is fate.
So like we used to think that maybe having a female was better, but it turns out it's much worse because she'll just sing forever until
It's-
you're asleep.
Yeah. I always get excited when I get one
if
because
it
it's
just makes
rare.
the thing repeatedly, it's not bad, but
Yeah, I always get excited because it's so much rarer. But then I'm like, oh, but I'm gonna just get sung. This fight is just bad.
yeah, this one's the worst one.
If you have really good speed, it can be okay. I don't.
This is the one that has Covet, right?
This is the one that has Covet. So if it steals your if it uses Covet, then it steals your soft stand, and you cannot get the 2-shot anymore. But it can also give it back to you. It's very strange. Ow. Ow.
Yeah, once that happens,
Ow.
you're gonna see more.
Ow.
Oh,
Ow.
gosh. You're just
Ow.
getting bullied.
Ow.
Please stop. Please,
I have to
stop.
heal here.
Yeah, you actually have to heal. And this is why this fight's bad.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Wait, Super's only healed
Seriously?
15?
I did not. I thought they healed. Well, I got to do the 2-shot, so that's exciting. I thought
That's
they healed
good at
60.
least. Yeah, well, you got bullied, but at least didn't get the soft sand stolen.
We're not going to teach Rock Slide. Because we're not actually good, even though it'd actually be pretty good in a lot of cases. Because we're not going to be using Marsh Taunt for very much longer. Super
I can't
Potion.
think of any place where it would be nice to have Rock Slide
Earlier,
instead of
yeah.
Rock Tomb earlier.
Exactly. But we don't use any. So I'm not even going to say for this fight. You cannot die in this fight, which is actually very cool. Because he will
As
use.
long as you're full HP, you cannot
Yep.
die.
As long as you're full HP
Well-
and you didn't take a Mudkip that is technically unrunnable.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. There's a reason we have a minimal requirement for Mudkip.
Because it will. So he uses a dire hit, which makes because Slash has an increased crit chance, it will always crit. But that takes up 2 turns, and then we outspeed it. So you cannot die here if you're following the route correctly, which is fun just because it looks like the scariest fight.
Yeah, there are a lot of times where it just knocks you into red HP, and you're just like,
I feel like I just had like a universe swap where super potions used to heal 60 in this game, and now they're doing 50.
You're wrong.
You didn't forget to tell your dad Happy Father's Day.
I'm gonna look up it. Hold on.
It's 50.
Not changing.
But I thought they changed it in Gen 6. Maybe they just didn't do that for this game. But maybe it was Gen 7.
No, it's Gen 7 and onward is
Wild. Why did I think it was Gen 6?
I thought it was 50 in this game, but I also haven't played this game in a minute. So
50 or 60? Wait, what? I thought it was 60 in this
Gen
game for
1
some
through
reason.
5, or 1 through 6, it's 50 HP.
Huh. You know, I've run this game so much, and yet I still thought it was 60.
And that also means hyper potions are. They should be 200 then, right?
Yeah. So I did save for our terrible, terrible father in this game. Didn't even really help us move.
Where they buff super potions Gen 7 onward, and then they nerf hyper potions.
Yeah. Who wants to explain why this fight's terrible?
So basically what's going to happen here is May's going to do a ton of setup. She's going to leave with an X defend in order to just take less damage and be able to set up more safely. 1x speed, just outspeed everything, and then I believe 4x attacks is what May's going to go for here. Yeah, 4.
I don't have good
you can
enough
go to
attack
a
to
3
do
if you have
3.
really good attack.
Yeah, you need a plus nature for it.
Yeah.
There is a risk of getting crit, and crits go through your X defense, so you can basically die at any point, just randomly in this fight.
The way this is lining up is really inconvenient unless I manage to break through sleep.
Yeah, so slacking, Norman has 2 slackings and they have the ability Truant, so every other turn they just do nothing.
Yeah.
And you have to time it so that you are awake at the right times, because otherwise when you try to wake up and attack, you might just get put to sleep again.
So the ideal version there is that when I tried to attack when I was asleep, I would just wake up. Doesn't happen very often. When it does, it's just a little nice because it saves 2 turns.
So that's the first slacking down. The Vigoroth is coming out next. Not too scary. Not too much to worry about there, but the last slacking is extremely scary.
I used 1 XP to make sure that we outsped this Vigoroth.
Yeah. The slacking is going to... This last one has Chip Away. It can hit really, really hard. So May's going to heal the full here first, and then it start attacking on the Truant turn.
Nope. My notes for this say, slacking, heal to full, no, you cannot survive retaliate, don't try. Because I have been like, I bet I could live this. I'm at a range. Just heal. Don't go for it, it's bad. There are points where you technically could, but like, it means you didn't take any damage, pretty much. Because like nothing before will do like so little damage that you're not gonna die, essentially. That was a really bad Norman split, but we didn't die, so I guess it was good. That
was really good then, yes.
Yeah, that was excellent. That's like the best you can hope for in a marathon.
But I lost so much time. I lost so much time to the Lanoon is the thing.
Yeah, that was.
So it was a bad
rough.
split, but we didn't die, so it's fine for this marathon.
One thing to know with crits too is so they're 1 in 16 still in this game. They don't get nerfed to 1 in 24 until next gen. But they did nerf the crit damage in Gen 6, so it's only 1.5 times damage. So there are some times when you can actually survive a crit in quite a few spots in this run where it would seem pretty dangerous. But
like
it still
that,
happens
that Zangoose fight would be really bad if it was still 2 damage. I don't know what we would do there.
Yeah, actually, I don't know how you'd win that fight.
we might just have to do a different fight, like take a different path if that was the case.
Oh yeah, you just do a different door. Yeah.
Well, there's only 1 door at that point, so we'd have to do an entirely different path. We wouldn't fight the Lanoon Trainer, I think, too.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. But unfortunately, it's not an issue, so who cares? So now we're gonna go back to Mauville.
Yes.
And we're going to teach a bunch of HMs. We have 1 more fight with Marshtomp, and then we will main swap to our favorite Red Latios.
We actually, Marshtomp finally has a really, really good move in Surf, and we're only going to use it for like this one fight.
I mean, Marshtomp's special attack, not good, but...
And after this fight, Marshtomp's just going to be relegated to the role of HM user, which is going to only have HMs, and works out really conveniently. This is one of the few Pokemon games where you just straight up don't have to catch anything. Like, all your gift Pokemon that you get and your starter can handle all the HMs you need.
I thought those in weird spots, but it literally doesn't matter, so whatever. Fun fact about this game, if you're not like perfectly on a tile, for some reason it takes a really long time for the surf text to pop up. I don't really understand why.
Yeah, so sometimes you gotta like bonk into the water more firmly, and sometimes that'll fix it. Very weird.
Steven, in the original game, you talk to Steven for a second here, and then you just go on your way. But wait a minute! Surprise! We have a bonus fight here.
More?
Because the game needs to give us our Eon Flute Pokemon. So that we can do the really cool...
Legendary.
The really cool Eon Flute flying thing that we don't do in this run. You only do it in the Mega Stones run. But it is a really cool mechanic. I wish they'd bring it back. It was super neat. And the music was really catchy.
I'm really sad that it's a lot slower.
I know, but it's so cool. But if you need to catch a Swablu, there's not a better way to get a Swablu. I don't know if there is another way to get a Swablu, to be honest. I think there probably is. Thank you, Latios.
Goodbye, better second main.
No, they bait and switch you in this game so hard. This fight isn't too bad. Is not really bad. I'm gonna save for it just in case. Mostly because if it does go bad, I don't want to fight Norman again. All right, I figured you'd get a Swablu somewhere else, but it is the best way to get a Swablu, because it's technically, I think, a higher chance in the sky. Granted, the one time I tried to do Mega Stones, I think it took me 8 encounters to get one, which is really bad. I'm really good at random encounters in Pokemon. That's why I'm really glad they're bringing them back for BDSP. So this is our second true double fight with Steven.
This one's much quicker and less scary than the last one.
This one could still go quite badly.
Yeah.
Ooh, good crit, actually. It means it doesn't matter what I do, pretty much.
Really nice. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, you asked for it.
And then the thing with the Sharpedo is Steven is just not good against the Sharpedo. I'm dead. Do I heal here? I guess I heal here.
I think you do, yeah, because Metang might not be able to.
Metang doesn't do
at least
anything.
not quickly. The thing is, even if you die here, Metang can still finish the fight, but
Just
that can
takes
be really slow.
ages.
Yeah.
And Metang can still die because, like, yeah, it's bad.
I believe it's less of an issue.
Please don't
on
hit
Omega
yourself.
Ruby.
Oh, I'm not. Wait, that didn't do any damage. Oh my god. Oh no, wait. That was not me. That makes sense. I didn't realize Metang went before me. I saw an M and just assumed that was me. That was pretty bad. That was a really bad version of that fight. Ideally, that fight takes like 2 turns. Not whatever the heck happened there.
Yeah, confusion can do that to you.
Ideally, if it's going to use Swagger, it will either miss or it will Swagger the Metagross. But it sure didn't. Or was it a Metang at that point? I don't remember. We have our Latios! Hooray! Will this Latios be good? The reason why you need a Swablu...
Latios here.
You need a Swablu in the 44 Megastones run, because in order to get Altaria-ite, you need to show an Altaria to a trainer.
Does a good Latios exist?
Yeah, it's called plus special attack and good speed, and it's called an average Latios.
I actually made a chart for this.
It's so rough.
Did you explain the 31 IV thing for legendaries?
No. So Latias is a legendary. It's in the legendary egg group. Starting in Gen 6, any Pokemon in the legendary egg group will have 3 guaranteed perfect IVs, which is great for us.
That alone helps a lot for Latias. This game would be abysmal without it.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like most of the time it goes into like HP and defensive stats. Which is not as
half the time it's useless anyways.
You at least have some kind of chance to have a decent attacking or speed stat.
Let's see what my stats are.
I'm scared.
I'm just gonna beat slow and put them in. 48 attack. That's good. That's really good. 68, 88.
Modest?
Oh, this is really good actually. 88, 80, 95. This is maybe the best. This is the best Latias I've ever gotten in my entire life. Wish it was on like a real run, but you know.
Is Modest actually the best nature? I'm assuming
it is.
Technically not, because you can? Okay. I'm not sure if he's still
I rooted out Fly.
Anything. Gotcha.
I like, well, I didn't root out Fly, but I've stopped using Fly because I'm going to do Super Main strat for this, which I like a lot better, which is we're going to grab the PP up here because I was doing that movement anyways because I don't like dodging that spinner. So I'm going to grab this PP up. The problem is getting into this stupid...
Yeah.
It's so bad.
You're so close. It's like higher up, yeah.
That is the worst I've ever done that in my life. So I'm gonna grab this PP Max. We don't actually need the PP Max, but I'm going to use it on Mist Ball, and it just lets me avoid using it lets me avoid using Fly because using Fly and Grovyle works, but Grovyle has attack, and so you can get in this horrible loop. But instead of doing that, I am just going to spam Mist Ball. And it's just so much more consistent. I like it so much better. It makes that fight actually not too bad, all things considered. That was the wrong move.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Okay, fine. How much worse is Mist Ball compared to Latios' signature move?
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it just drops a different stat. I think it drops special.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
But the difference is that we have worse special attack.
Yeah, much worse special. Except for this Latios.
This Latios owns. So I did equip a Person Berry because we can be confused here by the Mighty Ina. It does no swagger. Swagger, super obnoxious move. Really bad in Gen 8. Horrible move in Gen 8.
There's one issue with Latios and Latios here is there's still a lot of dark type Pokemons that you have to deal with, particularly when you do these Team Aqua, Team Magma sections.
Yeah.
It can be a little annoying, but it's usually not too bad. It can kind of be more of a problem with like the bosses in Team
It's
Magma
interesting
Aqua.
because Latias is the more defensively aligned Pokemon, but it's still more dangerous of a run just because you can't one-shot stuff as much. So I kept another Person Berry because we can get Swaggered here again. And if we get, it's actually optimal if we get Swaggered here with the Person Berry equipped, because I am guaranteed to two-shot this Torpedo. Actually, am I guaranteed to one-shot this Torpedo? The way that this range is written has always been very confusing to me. I don't think I am. Yeah, no. It is a guaranteed two-shot. This fight's actually quite bad if you have a not really good special attack. This can be really bad. But that was fine, so we're good.
Yeah, there's, what is it, Ice Fang just can happen and ruin your day? Yeah. And again, Ice Fang is just straight up not a problem for Omega Ruby.
If you get outsped...
You don't fight Sharpedo, you just fight Camerups.
If you get outsped, that fight sucks. If you don't get outsped, that fight's not too bad. because I have, if you're wondering, my 31s are special attack, speed, and defense, which is probably the best it could possibly be.
That's really
And my
good.
HP stat is 24 to 26. It's so good. This Latias is so good.
What are the what's the non-31s?
Attack is 4 to 6 minus.
Perfectly fine.
Defense, special defense is 17 to 19.
Pretty decent.
It's really good.
Wow. Yeah. It's like almost above average Latios.
So now we fight the easy Brendan fight in this game, which is Brendan 3. Brendan 3. Brendan 4 is a bad one. This fight is free. If you have a minus speed Latias with a bad IV, which I have gotten recently, this fight can actually be kind of bad. But even still, it's not like really that. It's just kind of slow.
Did he set the date?
I did.
Ooh,
Actually, You know, it's not raining.
yeah, there's gonna be no rain here. On most dates, it's raining on this route. Doesn't really matter. You may think, you know, having the water boost would be helpful. It doesn't matter because the only thing that is weak to water is Slugma. And on top of that, it's just slightly less laggy when you don't have rain.
And
going
there's
on, so very minor time save.
There's also the "It started raining" text box.
Yeah.
So it takes about 2 seconds to not have rain. Bad attack is good because we do not use attacks. We don't care what our attack is. So because we're going to have guaranteed
Minus
31s,
that,
we don't want to waste it on a stat we're not going to use. Oh. Cool. That was super weird.
What happened?
So I didn't end up using the Person Berry on Shelly 2, right?
You just get water pulse?
I got Water Pulse confused.
Amazing.
So who loves the Four Tree song theme? Anyone? Anyone a big fan of the Four Tree theme? Because we're gonna hear it for all of about 10 seconds.
Well, you hear like 10 seconds, and then you hear 2 seconds, and then you hear 10 seconds.
Da, 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 da.
Also, the secret base theme in this game, right? It's the same thing.
I think so.
Quick diversion before we can actually go to the gym. We have to do this cutscene to get the whatever the things are called. It's not the Sylph
Stuff's,
Scope.
Devon Glass.
Devon Scope?
Devon Scope, that's what it is.
Wow, it is actually Devon Scope, isn't it? I'm gonna get a shiny really quickly, and then return to the gym.
Is it, can this be shiny or is this one shiny lock? I don't know.
No, it probably isn't.
I know Latias isn't. Because I hear people have gotten shiny Latioses on runs, so. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Em right here?
Yeah, I'm here. I think I'm the only one.
Yeah.
Am I the only
And
person to
shiny
get a
hunters are really mad at me because I got it in a speed run.
Am I the only person to get a shiny Mudkip?
Sure, someone's got it, right?
I think like Pulse or someone got one.
I
Am
can see that.
wrong?
We do see so many
is it-
Mudkips that like.
Yeah. Is it 1 in 4,000 in this game for shiny?
Yeah, 4096.
I gotcha. Yeah,
See,
this
I
is
got-
the gen where they buffed it.
I got a shiny Mudkip in a run pretty early into when I was running this game too. It was technically runnable. I would not have actually run a Mudkip with those stats. I had 13 attack at 6. And I went as far as I could before I died, which was Rust Turf Tunnel. Not very far. But I still have that kip in my box. I need to equip the Mystic Water before I forget. And then...
It'd be really nice to get a PP max.
this is the wrong menu.
It's kind of
Oops.
rare.
I was like, where's the Mystic Water? What the heck? I got it. Actually, I could have done it from there.
Yeah.
I think
this
it's,
is
I
the
think it's
nice
actually
thing with
faster to do it
Capcom.
from there too, but I'm a fool and I'm not used to it.
cast
Oh,
in the thick water.
nothing about what I just did was safe.
No, that was optimal cycle. It's fine.
That was optimal
Yeah.
cycle, but nothing I did there was safe. Both of those things can be true. This is the best Winona gym cycles I've ever gotten in my life because I didn't do them safely.
That trainer's completely safe to pass as long as you're hugging the bottom, so nothing to worry about there.
So I can actually
again,
go
just water is just
for the Skarmory range
water,
here,
but- yeah.
which is
Oh yeah,
crazy.
there's ranges here. 'cause
There's
they're
ranges
lockouts.
here. You normally set up to
I
plus
was about
3.
to say the same thing.
You normally set up to plus 3, and as long as you are not minus special attack bottom half IVs, you don't have to worry about ranges. But if you have really, really, really good stats, you can go for a range on Skarmory, and it is a 15/16 range, so I'm just going to do it.
Very reasonable
Yeah.
to go for that. I don't even think it's dangerous if you unless you're like super low HP.
Yeah. I don't think it's that dangerous either. I've never been able to go for it, so I'm not actually sure.
Our X item count is super low right now. But
Very cool
totally
crit.
fine. That crit is an unfortunate start. Yeah. This is a super annoying lead Pokemon to set up on because of double team like that.
Yeah.
But hit through it perfectly fine. A lot of times what happens is it just spams double team and then you're sad when you keep missing. It turns out Latias is pretty good against a flying type gym leader.
So yeah, normally you would set up to plus 3, and the Skarmory is a guaranteed one shot at 1 plus 3, but at 29 plus positive special attack, it is a 15/16 range, which I hit, so we're good.
And this Skarmory also doesn't have sturdy on like a later Skarmory will, so it's really
All right, I don't get protected. This is the nah, it's still really good, but if I didn't get protected, it would be
Shouldn't
the ultimate. Actually, somehow it's not my gold split.
What happened? Wow, this. How is it not your gold?
I don't
The
know.
cycles
It
are
was a
so
good
good.
split. Don't get me wrong, but it was not my gold split.
By how much do you know?
8 seconds.
8 seconds? Does your gold grab?
My gold doesn't.
Not after.
My gold doesn't do the PP up here, and probably doesn't menu there at all. Because I probably didn't take any damage. So this is my favorite bit of movement in the game. This movement's really fun. I screwed it up on a pretty okay pace run the other day, so that's exciting. But it was my fault
go up
because
around.
I know because the way I was doing it was really silly. It turns out. The one problem with this movement is that my circle pads rubbery thing pops off now. So at some point in the middle of this, I need to adjust and make sure it doesn't fall off.
Yeah, don't be like me.
I told you not to.
I still haven't fixed it. I don't know what I'm gonna do because like I don't want to replace the whole thing. I'm probably just gonna try to like do the balloon thing where you just take a balloon, cut the tip of it, and then put it on top of the rubber cap.
Just get a
See if
get a
that
new
works.
just get a new one and have somebody solder it, repair it.
Not a solder thing. You just
The
have
la-
to like take apart everything.
The last time I ran this in a marathon, the bot is gone for it, which is a huge bummer because at the end of that movement, everybody was commenting that one too, and I got the phrase, that movement was actually pretty sick though, and it's the greatest praise I've ever gotten in my entire life.
But see, now I know you're a gamer, so
I know.
Yeah, now it's just like the
expect-
norm.
Yeah, the expectations are too high. Now my PB isn't super terrible, so it's like, oh, okay, whatever. This part's longer in this game, for whatever reason. Compared to Emerald.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of trainers you have to kind of like snake around in order to get through safely. Fortunately, no optionals or no required fights in that section.
Yeah.
Although it would be pretty easy because they're all like ghost types, aren't they?
This part's
Well, not all of them. But
This part is bad. Fun fact. My Latias
Yeah,
is really
this is
good,
slightly
so it
better with
should be
the
okay,
Kirby.
but I'm going to save regardless. I did take the heal, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I completely autopiloted it, so. Fortunately, this Grimer is a 100% range, which I've never experienced before in my life, so that's very neat.
This is probably also going to be the longest stretch that we go without a free heal, so it's
Yeah.
another reason it's a really good thing that there's no required trainers before this.
Because we're already gonna run a little bit dicey on PP. So the reason why this is really bad is because we can get confused a bunch. Fortunately, my attack stat is truly abysmal. If you get a really bad Latias with like a plus attack 31 IV, you can just murder yourself. It is rough. Because yeah, we cannot one-shot this Mighty Inn, and we have to two-shot it. Ideally, it's just gonna use ideally miss the Swagger. That is the optimal fight. Swagger's an 85% accuracy move, so we...
Is this the one that has quick feet? Because I know the one in Omega Ruby has quick feet.
I don't think so. Does it? I don't even know what quick feet does.
I don't know if the niches differ. And actually, is it this one that I would have? I don't know. Either way, one of these has quick feet in Omega Ruby, and I did not know about that, so I went for Dragon Breath ×2. Oh, that's really bad. You have to swap, don't you?
I'm just gonna thaw.
Just gonna thaw?
Try outspeed? Nope. Just gonna reset. So we're back. You guys all missed maybe the worst mat of all time. I got flinched crit, then frozen crit, which I've never had happen before, so that's really cool.
Yeah, this is one of the worst fights for Latias here. Again,
And that's
because
why
of
I
Ice
saved
Fang,
there.
also repeating super fast.
Because yeah, you cannot one-shot. Ideally, so the actual best version of that fight is you get poisoned by Golbat, and then it uses Ice Fang on you turn one. You outspeed it because you have really good speed, and then you cannot get frozen, and you get the two-shot. That is the best version of that fight. Besides, it just doesn't damage you. I don't know actually how I got outsped there. Freeze doesn't lower your speed, does it? Did I get scary faced at some point or whatever move it was that lowers your speed? That's probably what happened. I just didn't realize. Yeah, I probably got scary faced. Ooh, actually, that's the best version of the fight is Ice Fang misses, but that was better. I am not going to get the extra rare candy here. I don't need it, which is super cool. Never mind. I should still get it because it makes because my speed's really good. Always
I
good.
also do not know that thaw chance is only 20%. Fun fact.
What's chance of 20%? Thaw chance?
Thaw chance.
Feels better than that because it always happens when I freeze Steven.
Oh, that's because the game hates you.
It's
And
true.
Yeah.
everyone.
I don't think I need it either. I'm just gonna grab it because it's a marathon, and it technically says that because my speed is 26 plus neutral, I should grab it. And it doesn't take that long to grab. I'm not gonna heal to full here because all I did was take
This is the last shop you're doing, right?
yes. I don't know why I did that way.
So fortunately, we can get full restores ready. This is actually pretty early for being able to do
Yeah.
that. This
Because we fought 5 gyms at this
is
point.
not normal for a Pokemon game to
It's
give you
not.
full
It
restores
is
this
very early. It's easy to forget that we've actually defeated a lot of gyms at this point. And then we do a bunch of story stuff. And then we defeat a bunch of gyms in a row. Or not in a row, but pretty quickly. Because we've done 6. We've done 6 gyms at this point. We only have 2 gyms left. It's just that we won't get to one for another 40 minutes. There is no amount of money that you can donate to make this all mega stones because A, I'm already doing a lot of commentary and running another 4+ hour run later, and B, because I don't want to do it. So they're gonna steal the submarine, and we're gonna fight some trainers here. The other run is that Etchi and I later on today, along with Greta, Ice Vixen, are going to be doing a Sword and Shield TAM race of Sylveon versus Mimikyu versus Galarian Rapidash. It is a fairy type battle royale. The all Mega Stones run is 5 hours something. So all Mega Stones is like 7 hours and change, and 44 Mega Stones, which just skips the Lucario, which means you don't have to do contests, is about 5 hours and change. I do not like that category. I think it is the least. I think the post game stuff in this, or it's just doing a lot of chores, and I think the 90% is the most fun category in this game. Well, you know, fun in quotes. You guys have all seen how some of these fights have gone.
This has been a fun run so far.
There's been a lot of
It's fun.
I mean, that's the thing about, like, that's why we say that I could have surfed that and avoided the damage, because I'm just not used to ever being good enough to do that. That's why, like, it's really a crapshoot, the Latias section, because, like, this Latias is really good, right? This Latias was amazing. It's the best Latias I've ever gotten in my life, and it still died to nonsense, because there's just so much that can go wrong in this section.
Yeah, Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are just so brutal, because the Mudkip section's also a complete crapshoot, and you just never know what's going to happen, and there's so many things that go wrong. And then your reward for getting past the Mudkip section is more garbage for the next, like, hour and a half.
And then even the Elite Four, even though you're using, like, the box legendary, still can be a run killer. Oh, I swear, my bad. Swore. Like, I was on, I think a 3-minute and change PB pace the other day. Died to sheer cold.
Yep. I actually have never finished a run with the new route, with all the new Groudon stuff, that I've never even made it past Phoebe. So it's so brutal. Both games are brutal for different reasons.
Yep. Wait, I swore again?
Yeah, Latias is a bad word.
Oh, I see.
Oh. Yeah, you gotta watch that.
So Brennan 4 is a really, really, really bad fight. By doing the PP Max strat, shout out to Superman, it is a lot better in my opinion, but it's still not good. Okay, Etchi swore the second time, good. Oh yeah, my X special attacks are in slot 1 because I didn't use them all. So first, we have to hit the Swallow, which it can dodge us. I don't have to use an X speed here because I have good speed, which is nice. Now we're gonna spam Mist Ball. Crap is not a swear word. And this, so that you saw Subtail use Detect. If you're doing the Fly strat, ideally it detects for turn 1 and then does not detect turn 2. In that case, it did. It knows Dual Chop. Dual Chop is super effective against us. If one of those is crit, I'm pretty sure I would have died. But we're good now because I just spammed Mist Ball. And the reason why we grabbed the PP up is because it's extremely unlikely for you to run.
How small Whaler it is here.
And Nominal Elixir here, I think.
But yeah, that septile was just a nightmare.
That was
for,
still 21
for everyone
seconds.
involved here.
That split was still 22 seconds faster than my PB, even with accidentally taking an extra turn. That's Brendan 4 for you. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you here, especially because I have the PP max. Now, unfortunately, in Elite Four Round 2, you cannot do this strat because you need the PP max for Surf, I believe. Or do you? I think you do. I don't remember. I've only done Elite Four Round 2 once. So now we're gonna go fight crime.
Funny difference between the games is that the hideouts are actually mirrored.
It's so disorienting.
Yeah, I can't do this.
I can't do the other one. It's
Sapphire.
I think there's also like extras, like this. There's I don't know if it's like a different amount of spinner passes, but I know it's like
it's different.
Way different.
Yeah, it's just this room in particular is really weirdly different.
Yeah, like the cycles are different, so like
I could double surf
I think
here.
it's the same amount of spinner passes, but it's just like weirder. Oh, it's like the placement too. Like in Omega Ruby, this same room, if you just hug the ceiling, you don't even have to like do any fancy movement. You are never in vision of the spinner. But here you have to be very specific to dodge that one.
This theme's a bop. I love this theme. We actually get to hear it for a while because you can't bike here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a little detour.
Detour here.
I'm not really good at the Rayquaza manip in this game, so also we're not catching a Rayquaza, and there's no manip. So we're gonna get the Master Ball. This right here is your prize for dealing with Alpha Sapphire. Is this room? This is the run room that is much better in this game because you just talk to the tree.
Yeah, this game's very weird with like item pickups and talking to things in general.
I liked it though.
You just have to face the plan and it'll point you to the Master Ball. Whereas in Omega Ruby, you have to pick up a nugget first in order to get to the Master Ball. And if you mess up even slightly, you'll end up talking to an Electrode, and bad things will happen.
But it's pretty much free in this game. Again, it's your one prize for dealing with Latias is you get the easy Master Ball pickup.
I think you should just skip it for time save and YOLO Pokeball.
Yeah? I don't have any.
You can netball.
I don't have any Pokeballs.
It is a water-type Pokemon. Netball would be pretty good.
I don't think it'd be pretty good. I think it'd be pretty bad.
What's the quick ball percentage on Groudon? Like 4%?
Yeah. It
I
can't
mean,
be
not
worse than
Groudon.
Rayquaza later, right? It's gotta be.
It easily could be.
Yeah.
So I feel like if the quick ball was like doable, well, I guess there's a really long cutscene beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 40% chance to just straight up kill your run. So
Yeah, it's a really
therefore
long
it's good to not
cutscene.
kill it.
I guess ideally you would skip the Master Ball and just get the 40% quick ball, but this game's already so inconsistent that you take what you can get. So this is the fight where we ask the eternal question of who would win in a fight. One modest Latias with a 31 special attack IV, or 5 level 18 Puchianas. And you have to hit A 4 times here.
Girls.
The winner is the lag.
Yeah, right? Still faster than Archer 2?
I like that you hear the death cry 5 times in a row like that. Fun fact, my Alpha Sapphire cartridge crashes every time it loads this fight.
Right. So the reason why I grabbed the rare candy here, I didn't really need it, but it makes Matt a guaranteed fight here. I'm just going to use the candy. Elevate to level 37. I now outspeed Matt here, and it's 100% range, so I don't have. There's no chance I die here. Grabbing the rare candy just makes a lot of ranges of this one specific fight a lot better. So in most cases, you'll grab that candy, I think. I think it's pretty much always worth it, personally. Unless you have a really, really bad Latias. But even then you probably want both anyway, so... it is technically slower than just not getting frozen, but I don't... You know what? What if we just won? Wow, we did it. That was a gold. Neat.
Nice. PB pace.
No. I am 4 minutes behind PB right now because I've died... How many times? Twice? How many times have I died? Twice, right?
Maybe 3 times.
Was it twice or 3 times? Chad, help me out here.
Deku, Mount
Pyre, and that was it, right?
Is it?
I think it was twice.
I think it was twice too.
Maybe.
It's just every possible fight that could go badly went badly in some way, pretty much. Not actually, but a good number of them. We're gonna go fight Emerald's worst gym fight, but the easiest gym fight in Alpha Sapphire, and that is Tate and Liza.
Which is coincidentally somehow better in Alpha Sapphire than Omega Ruby, because Latios does too much damage.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah, this is a... Oh,
When did I drop Repel?
that might have been a random encounter, like one of the shaking grass encounter type things.
Ooh, could be. Because I feel like I would have gotten one before here, right?
I feel like I would have seen it though. I feel like...
I mean, let's just check. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Nope, I dropped Repel at some point.
Yeah,
I just dropped Repel.
So yeah, I kind of mentioned this during the Emerald one last night, but one of the reasons why this fight is very easy is...
It ran out in, right before I bought new ones. That's what happened.
Oh.
Because I guess I moved badly. I don't know. That's the thing with the backwards movement, is you do take more steps. So it's kind of weird. Sorry, continue talking.
So yeah, Gen 5 onward allows you, when you're doing a double battle or triple battle, to use X items on Pokemon that are on other Pokemon, basically. So what is going to happen here is when May has 2 Pokemon out, she's going to use the second one to just use X special attack on the Latias. And you cannot do that in Gen 3. It just doesn't let you do that. So
Wait, is it Gen 5 or Gen
makes
4
this
let you
fight
do
very,
that?
very consistent.
I thought Gen 4 you could. Can you not?
Nope, not in Gen 4. I know because I tried a couple days ago.
There you go.
I was like, oh, you could definitely do this. And then I was like, wait a second.
This is
That
not
my...
I guarantee this is not a dying cart because
No?
this is digital. This is my digital copy of this game. So we're gonna reward Marshtomp for getting us so far in this run by murdering it, because that is optimal.
Very important that the entire party is dead here, besides
Yes.
Latias. Very, very important.
Well, it's specifically important that Marshtomp is dead.
Right, yeah. Oh, it's important your entire party is dead or not there later.
Yes, exactly. Dun, 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 dun. So this could be weird because I have high attack. If I special attack, if I crit, we could get in a weird heal range. We're not gonna lose, but it could just be kind of slow.
And this fight would be so much worse if it was like, well, it would be like more annoying if they had a Zatu like,
Oh yeah.
because you wouldn't just got it.
Oh yep, that's heal range.
It'll be fine. Sunny Day and Light Screen is not the greatest thing ever.
No, it's pretty bad actually. Especially because we're about to get healed.
Yeah, what you want to see there is Solar Beam from Solrock, because once it Solar Beams, it's
can't
locked
heal.
into that and you can't heal.
Pretty much the worst version of this fight, I guess. Which is cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Nope. Yep. Will this kill?
Oh gosh.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
bonus animation because he's Sunny Day. This sucks.
And now it can just spam solar beam if it wanted to.
Goodbye, cast form. Bonus super effective attacks to get its cast form too. Oh my god, this is awful.
Yeah, it can finally end now.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, no.
Showing off the content.
Do you have to heal now?
No. I
You can't kill that.
I can.
Okay.
That was half its health.
Oh right. You're fine.
I'm at +3. That was horrible. I've
That
never
was
seen
the
this
worst
go that
game
bad.
fight I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
That's the worst I've seen.
that lost 41 seconds. Extremely cool. This is such a curse. This is so interesting because I got good IVs, which never happens, but horrible fight RNG just the whole time. And lately my runs have actually been pretty solid IVs, usually, for the most part, and like pretty middling IVs. Like not super impressive, and really good fight in RNG, which I prefer. I'm not complaining. Oh, so this is where the messed up text box is gonna be. You're gonna see it in a second when Steven runs over. Just look at the carrot leading to your face. I'll pause for a second, because I think it's really funny. Coming up right after these people talk, I believe. Get out of there. Right here, it's coming up. My favorite text box in the
I'm
whole
waiting
game.
for the comedy.
What?
I'm waiting.
What happened?
No.
You not see the messed up speech bubble?
No, I didn't see it.
It's right when Steven talks to you and says exclamation point in front of the gym. The game expects your name to be longer, and so the speech bubble is just totally broken. I don't know why I find it so funny, but I do. Now we have Dive, the very cool mechanic from Gen 3 that they did not keep. We're going to teach Dive to Mudkip's corpse. Nope. Yep. Oh yeah, my cursor's screwed up. I could have just hit up. Nope. Do not teach it to Latias. We do, in fact, need all of our moves. Actually, we technically don't need fly, but we can't teach over fly, so. And we do need fly later to fly.
Interesting.
I know. It's surprising. So coming up is actually, or in a little bit, is going to be a save point that is a new save point that I've recently added to my marathon safety version of this run, because I've just died to this random grunt twice in runs recently. So that's been really great. Twice. Just out of nowhere. This, at one point, was my least favorite split in the game. I did do some calculations recently and found out that it is not quite as bad as I thought it was, but it's still pretty bad. You can still just get screwed in this fight, no matter what your stats are. Somebody explain Grass Knot. Oh god. Please get out of the way.
The
Oh no.
grass type move, special move is also a contact move for some reason.
Very strange.
But the key thing with Grass Knot is it does damage based on the opponent's Pokemon weight. It's basically in different tiers. So like if the Pokemon's between like 110 or 160 pounds, then it'll do this amount of damage, etc. So it can do anything. It's in like tiers of 20 damage, so it can do like 20 to 120. So it's really good against really heavy Pokemon, basically.
This is the trainer I'm going to save for.
I believe Sharpedo's a decent weight, so it does
Yeah,
good enough.
and Mega Sharpedo is very heavy.
Yeah.
So this fight should be not bad, but it can be. If Mighty Hand decides to attack you and then Muck decides to attack you too, it can be really bad. I only have 5 surfs left.
I'm gonna look up the Mega Sharpedo
I only
weight
need
and
2.
tell you
We're
how
good.
much.
We're fine. See, I can die here because I got attacked, depending on what Muck does. This trainer's just weirdly bad. We're good.
Oh. Scared me
And
a little bit there.
it's just been murdering me lately, and I don't know why. Just has it out for me.
Okay, so I looked it up. Mega Sharpedo weighs 100 pounds more than normal Sharpedo, which pushes it into the 100 power tier. So very powerful move.
I hate this broom.
You're doing this on foot is the most convenient way to go about it.
The thing is, like, the mock bike in this game is really bad at 1 tile wide areas because you are not actually on the grid. If you're, like, look at, like, I was holding up there. I don't know what's really going on there. There's a really good clip of me failing to go down a ladder like 9 times in that Victory Road. I'm going to save here because of a move called Embargo. I'm pretty sure I have the highest embargo rate in all of PSR. I believe I have a 12% embargo rate.
What's embargo?
Embargo is a move that makes it so you cannot use items anymore, which is bad because we need X items to set up. And on Alpha Sapphire, because Latias is not a good Pokemon, we need even more X items to set up. Technically, we only need 2 turns. We need 2 or 3 turns. We need 3 turns to set up. That's all we need. It is better if we have more turns, but we only need 3. We can get away with 3. It's just a little bit riskier because we can get crit. But if he uses embargo before those 3 turns, we are in a really bad spot. We're gonna use a guard spec. If anyone wants to explain what a guard spec is.
Guard spec basically prevents you from having your stats lowered for, I think, 5 turns. So that should protect us as long as he doesn't use embargo.
All right, we're good.
Nice. You did it. You survived.
I survived Archie. Woo! Literally, all he
That's
has to do
another benefit.
is not do embargo, and the fight is free. That's it. But boy, howdy does he like to embargo me all the time, always.
This fight is one of the reasons why I usually recommend people run Omega Ruby instead of Alpha Sapphire, because Latias is fine most of the time. Like, if he uses embargo after 1 setup turn, then
This probably isn't even
you stand
really-
a good chance.
This probably isn't even really as bad as Mount Pyre. It just feels worse.
Also the sweetest background of battle in the entire game.
Originally, this said to set up to +2 always and +3 in some situations. I did some calculations and found that you can get away with +1 in most situations. It's just a little bit scarier. But like, you shouldn't reset at that point. I used to reset if that happened because I didn't know that or like I would just wing it and I kept winning and I just thought I was getting lucky. But it's actually not that bad. If you get really into to speedrunning a Pokemon game, I actually recommend doing some of the calcs yourself. You get a lot deeper understanding of exactly why things are the way they are. And plus, I made it really easy to do calcs, so yeah. So we got a cutscene here. Archie uses the blue orb, even though we beat him, to wake up Kyogre. Everyone's like, Archie, you dingus, why did you do this? You don't know, you underestimate Kyogre's power. and then Kyogre makes it rain, and because it's Alpha Sapphire, we get the good song instead of the bad song.
It does kind of slap though.
It's good. The Omega Ruby one is so terrible. Dun, 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 dun.
I posted your tool in chat, by the way.
Thank you.
For those who haven't seen it before, it's literally like the greatest thing I've ever used in my entire life for Pokemon speedrun routing, and it's like it's made like Manipulous routing in particular just so much more accessible and so much faster. Like when I did my Turtwig routing for my run on Friday, I did it in like 3 days pretty much, and before May's tool would have taken me probably 2 weeks.
Yeah, this tool kind of
like the same level of run.
came out of me trying to root something and being like, wait, how is there not a tool just to do all this math automatically, or like even a spreadsheet? And then it turned into this whole suite of different tools that I've made. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a self plug here. There is a tool on Ranger that is just called, I don't know, it's called Roots. And essentially it's what I'm using for the IV tracker here. And the way it works is that you can write a complicated file, and then it will hide and show stats or strategies based on what your stats are, so that you're always getting the route that is actually catered to your stat. And I did port all of Alpha Sapphire any % to Rangers. If you are interested in running Alpha Sapphire, it has never been easier, because you don't have to worry about like thinking about reading all the flowcharts. It will flowchart automatically for you, assuming there aren't bugs, which there might be.
Yeah, it's awesome, and the Ranger aspect of it, the range calculator stuff. Basically, what we were doing before was like, if you wanted to calc all the Manipulous ranges, because you have like huge stat variability for Manipulous, because you have anything from like minus defense 0 IV to plus defense 31 IV. You'd have to do calcs against every possible stat combination, and Ranger, you just plug in the numbers and it just does it all for you, just spits it all out. So a huge time save for that. It's fantastic.
One of my 2 positive contributions to Pokemon speedrunning, the other being early Arcanine and Let's Go Pikachu. What? Oh, I also discovered a range in this route was wrong. That's the other thing I figured out. And then I learned that a sock was being incorrectly assumed to have a neutral nature, but it actually had a minus special defense nature. So you actually need to Origin Pulse a lot less than we thought you did. That is my other contribution. That's it.
Persian.
What?
Or Persian strat.
Nobody does Persian strat. I guess I did also do a lot of research into friendship and Let's Go, but...
No, the friendship stuff is really good, yeah.
I don't know if early Arcanine is in Pika World Record. Kerbis does it sometimes. Josh is looking into early Arcanine, and I'm super stoked for that. So we're gonna do some more cutscenes here and a little bit more movement, and then we're gonna do a big long cutscene with Kyogre. It is a 3-minute unskippable cutscene that we just gotta watch, during which I'm going to go get some water, probably some spicy water just to mix it up a bit, you know.
Yeah, if people want their donations read, this is the best time.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
I don't know what's with me and dog roots. I'm afraid of dogs, but I've rooted so many dogs into Pokemon. It's very strange. So I'm not going to say that White 2 Manipulous is a positive contribution. Spicy water is seltzer water. It's a little spicy. Not spicy in like a flavor way, but spicy in like a vibe way, you know?
It's a joke.
I wasn't gonna judge you for putting like I don't know,
Cholula?
Sriracha. Your water.
Yeah.
Just put a whole chili pepper.
I mean, there is a ginger seltzer that kind of is a...
It's okay.
Yeah, there's nothing going on right now. It's just
Yeah,
cutscenes.
there's literally nothing
Skyward
going on.
Sword, underrated game, honestly. I liked it. I know there are a lot of problems with just how hand-holdy it is, but other than that, I really enjoyed that game. So I hope they're able to fix a bunch of the sand off a bit of the roughness around the edges on that game. Garus is an all-time best or all-time good Legend of Zelda character. Spoken like a true Let's Go runner, Jim Freak. I don't know why I'm using the D-pad here.
I like this part a lot when you ride on top of Kyogre.
It's so
Very
cute.
adorable.
I freak out like every time. It's the cutest cutscene ever. It's so adorable. I forgot to freak out for low poly Crow this run. I usually do that too. When Steven flies right after you beat Archie and says hi, there's like an 8 polygon crow that he flies on. So now we're gonna put on our diving suit, plop that red orb into it, go on a little Mega Man time adventure to the center of the Earth.
So the blue suit looks great. I like it more than the Omega Ruby one.
This whole section's just better in this game.
It is. It actually is. Yeah.
The music's better. The blue suit looks good. You get
It
little.
also makes a lot more sense when you take off the suit.
It still doesn't make a ton of sense, but it makes slightly more sense. Yes. Krar.
I heard if we hit 4650, you'll make that noise.
I will do. If we hit 46, no. If we hit 4700, I'll do the Kyogre cry.
Just making it low to just get the donation.
I want to encourage people. Baby Kyogre, I love them.
Abby.
They're
Oh,
so,
look at that little,
it's
like,
so cute.
cats.
I know. I love this cutscene. It's adorable. So there's gonna be a lot of pomp and circumstance before this Kyogre fight that's coming up. It's gonna be a really tough one. I hope I'm able to get through it. Kyogre's very strong, so
Hopefully the quick balls work.
yeah. Anyone who's done
Run over.
who's done Dynamax Adventures knows that Kyogre can really screw up your day. Yeah, people think Kyogre's really large, but it's actually a small baby.
Until you activate this cutscene, and then it's huge.
By the way, the reason why I paused there for a second is because I like, my joke got to my head too much and I almost saved.
See, look how large it is here compared to you. See, now it's like normal size.
It's like when you catch that giant whalmer in the Isle of Armor and then it falls behind you and it's, or whale lord, and it's then very small.
Big. Classic legendary theme here. I love this thing. Especially, I like it a lot more in Gen 3, but it's still really good here.
Yeah, Kyogre knows minimize. Exactly.
That's that. I wish Minimize actually just made the Pokemon models smaller in battle.
It'd be so
Until it was,
good.
like really, really small. That'd be hilarious.
There's a who is it in Dota who like, oh, it's Undying, who the more strength that he steals, the bigger he gets, and he can just be super huge if you like change the files to make the cooldown 0.
So,
It's
yeah,
like
this
that.
Have we talked about Primal?
We've
I don't-
not. It's not going to come up unless I get a really bad Kyogre, but
Yeah, so primal evolutions are a thing for Kyogre and Groudon. Basically, you give it the orb, and it's essentially a free Mega Evolution. Much higher stats, stronger ability, so it's just like rain that never ends for Kyogre. And like if they try to like override the weather, it doesn't work. So if they try to use hail, it does nothing.
unless they're Mega Rayquaza.
What is that? I'm not gonna see that.
Mega Rayquaza?
Yeah, we're not gonna see Mega Rayquaza.
No, we're not going to see
Oh,
it.
is this 44 Mega Cents?
Yeah, no, I'm saying unless it is. I'll be right back. Make spicy water while I have a
Okay.
chance.
And while May's doing that, I'm gonna once again remind everyone that we are raising funds. This is a charity marathon benefiting Outright Action International. Action International fights for the human rights for LGBTIQ people everywhere. They work at the international, regional, national levels to research, document, defend, and advance human rights for LGBTIQ people around the world. And they are the only organization of such type that has a permanent presence to advocate at the UN headquarters in New York, as well as having a major stakes at the UN on human rights and hold special consultative status there, which allows them to bring to light the concerns of LGBTIQ people globally at this important world forum. And if you are able to donate, we would certainly appreciate it. We'll read any donations that come in here. And I just want to thank everyone again for watching and supporting so far.
Thank you, everyone. We've gotten so much support this whole weekend, and it's truly amazing.
I cannot believe how much has been raised so far. It's actually nuts.
Yeah? We've had to raise the goal, 4 times now? Like, you all just keep blowing away our expectations?
The initial 1,000 goal was already like a stretch. It's like the first time we've put on anything like this, and
I think now we're obligated to do more
very
of them.
hastily put together.
Yeah, and now we're obligated to put on more of them. So it's nice to know that people want to see it. So
Yeah, super awesome.
maybe this time when Etchi suggests the marathon will do some work. Etchi's done a lot of commentary and runs this weekend. That's not actually.
My main contribution to this marathon was putting the idea out there, and then I let everyone else do the hard work. So
we have to see what our Kyogre stats are. Ideally, we have good speed and good special attack, like Latias. We'll see if that happens. I still don't know what my nature for my Ranger still is not locked in my Mudkip's nature. Because of the bug where if it's all it was a bug I had to fix essentially. But I'll be able to use this slot to figure that out, so that's nice.
So yeah, what are we looking for in a Kyogre here? What
I
what
just
kind of
said
stats do we want?
speed and special attack.
I mean,
Ideally,
like, is there anything like funkier?
yes. So the timing for this game in any percent is after the credits. There's a Brendan 5 fight, and then it says the end after that. And it's faster to lose that Brendan 5 fight. We want to lose it as fast as we can, because that still counts for finishing the game. So in any percent, we want to have low defense and low HP, because it means that we'll die to swallow faster. We are not going to be doing that for this marathon, because, like, I mean, you know, y'all don't want to watch. We would fly over estimate, which, wait, my estimate's 325? That's not right.
Yeah. Didn't you write the text for the overlay?
I did. I think I copied this from, yeah, that's not right. My estimate's 305.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you put 305. Yeah.
I did.
Well, it's 325. Just go take the credits.
No, we're not doing the credits. I don't want... If this was PB pace, I might try to pull that. It is aggressively not PB pace.
Just do a really
Oops.
quick round 2.
So we're gonna put Kyogre in slot 1. We're gonna give it the Mystic Water. I don't remember what I'm doing. We're gonna teach a bunch of moves. No, we're not. What am I doing? We're good. We're good. I gotta learn my stats quickly. Ooh, this is weird. 108, 99, 154.
Quiet nature.
This is actually bad. 137. This Kyogre is horrible. I guess not the worst. So it is a 0-2 minus speed IV.
Oh my god.
And it is a 0-2 plus special attack IV.
Okay. I guess it's not.
It is a
the worst.
31 attack, defense, and special defense.
Oh. Should have kept body
Yikes.
slam though.
Yeah, this is a bad Kyogre. So I will be donating $50 for this Kyogre. It looked so good for a second there. Well, it looked acceptable for a second there, because this is the only bad plus special attack nature.
It's rough.
I saw that 77 in speed and
That's minimum speed.
yeah.
That's the fun thing with Kyogre is you surf on that, and if you don't have Kyogre, it's just like a black blob you surf on.
I'm going to be a marathon baby.
Smart. It's a lot easier to mess up this ice puzzle in this game versus
Yeah.
Gen 3 because you can run, and you should run if you want to be fast. One difference between Kyogre and Groudon here is Kyogre only has Calm Mind to boost its stats, whereas Groudon will have Swords Dance. Swords Dance is a 2-stage buffing move, while Calm Mind does 1 stage of special attack and 1 stage of special defense. That special defense is neat and all, but you don't get as much of a boost. But fortunately, Kyogre is very, very powerful, so it works out just okay.
I actually just practiced the gym ice puzzle for a bunch of time, and I got to it, and I was like, I don't want to fail this. I'm just going to be safe and look at my notes still.
I do not blame you. If you fall there and you don't save, it's huge time loss. It's much worse than Gen 3, but it's still pretty bad here.
I'm actually going to look at what my stats are on level up because I want to know if I have 0 IVs. Normally I would not care, but I am curious. Oh, I have a 31 HP stat too. So this is actually the pretty. If we were doing the post game or the actual any % timing, it's hard for this to get worse, honestly, unless it had like a not special attack. Calm Mind times 2. Like the nature is the only thing that is vaguely okay about this, and even that's not very good.
And this is more reason why Oros and especially Alpha Sapphire are just so brutal as a Manipulus game. Is it's just 3 Pokemon that you're relying on that are going to be completely random, and 2 of them are really late into the run. So
Yeah.
the odds of having all 3 turn out to be above average is not great. So you're typically going to at least have one of those be bad, and you just kind of have to deal with it. And a lot of the kind of skill and experience related to running this game is learning to adapt to bad legendaries, and something that May has a lot of experience with.
Yep. Kyogre does at least have the advantage of oh, I don't have to oh nope, I do have to Origin Pulse here. Cool. Kyogre does have the advantage of oh, you jerk. Alright, we're good now. Nope, we're not.
It outspeeds you.
Yeah.
Please stop. Okay.
I've never seen that because I'm not used to it outspeeding me.
Fun stuff.
Is it?
Yeah.
Kyogre has the advantage over Groudon in that its weather effect actually helps it in major ways. Since it is a water type, so it could stab on all its water moves, and then rain boosts up by 50%, so Kyogre does just silly amounts of damage for the first 5 turns. And it's why the Kyogre section is better. The only real bad part of the Kyogre section, honestly, that like is particularly scary is Sydney can go badly. And I bet it will go badly because of how bad this is. I need to teach a move first. Hold on.
One thing I didn't mention earlier with the Prime evolutions is you might be asking why wouldn't you just do that every fight? Because it's, a huge stat boost and better weather effect and all that kind of stuff. It's really slow. It's like a huge animation at the start of every battle, so.
And we can't do,
like
unfortunately,
40
not
seconds.
too useful.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you need the speed boost. I mean.
Like, there was talks about when we were talking about possibly changing the timing to get rid of the post-game Brendan fight, to that like it might change the strategy of the Elite Four to use the orbs more. I still don't think you would.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's.
Yeah,
particularly-
it's maybe possible, but I really don't think that you would. Another nice thing is that Kyogre is actually a faster surfer in this game.
You are zooming.
You just zoom, yeah. I do that with a D-pad now. After I hit that optional on a really good pace run that ultimately died to Sheer Cold.
And you have a huge like jet stream behind you with Kyogre. It's amazing. I like that it moves with you super like statically too. So huge PC here. What May's going to do is deposit everything and also heal Kyogre, but she's not going to deposit Marshtomp. She still needs the HMs there, and it's very important that she doesn't accidentally PC heal Marshtomp here. Like we were saying earlier for Miser, it has to be dead because there's one required fight normally in Victory Road that is a double battle. And if you just have one Pokemon alive, you can skip it. And again, because you need the HMs here, you can't just afford to not have Marshtomp. And there's also one other double battle that's an optional double battle, but it is faster to just like not have. You can do faster movement basically if you have the Marshtomp dead for that as well.
Yeah,
so.
and like we kill Marshtomp anyway, so we'd have to revive it if we did want it, or specifically heal it. So it's just slower in like every way.
This is really the only section where it actually does matter, like the forced double battle. It's not very common in
The beginning of the game, actually on the bridge to Rustboro, we skip one.
Right, yeah, but that's like because we just don't have any other Pokemon at that point.
It's the only time we like exploit the game to do it, really.
Yeah.
I thought somebody said. Good, I didn't get confused. I thought I heard somebody say that you actually have to talk to those trainers to fight them in this game. I don't know if that's true because I've never looked into it because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, I made it on the ladder. Oh, thank God. The hardest movement in the
There's a lot
game.
of ladders here, and they're all stupid. This entire like section is a good demonstration of how jank the grid movement is, especially on bike.
Oh, also, this is a flash room. This is how bright the rooms are.
Yeah,
we
like,
talked about that earlier.
Like, Let's Go made it like so you can just walk through, and it's still somehow darker than this game. So this is the thing that I realized, that as long as you have not a negative nature, you can just surf the throw here, and it's a guaranteed 100%. Before we thought you needed like an actually pretty decent special attack IV. You don't. It's a minus nature. I have to X speed on Wally. That's how bad my speed is. I forgot to see if I had a 0 IV, by the way. I'm just so not used to doing it, so we'll never know. If you have 81 minus speed, which is 5 minus XX, you have to special attack on Wally, or X speed on Wally.
Classic.
Man. So all the fights in here are really easy. The only one that can really lose time is you can get hit yourself a confusion on that Frost Blast if you get unlucky, and the throw can use Endure, which can lose time. There's also
the only truly scary thing.
The garbage optional.
The one with the Kingdra, I believe. Bad things can happen there. So
I mean, it's just slow. You're not gonna. I don't think you really die to it as a.
Yeah. It's just a huge time waster because you can't really kill it quickly.
Yeah. So this is the double we're gonna skip. They're like, oh, your Marshtomp's dead.
You can surf around if you wanted to, but
it's
just faster to do that.
I didn't even think about the fact that you surf around them. Yeah. So it's a very minor time save. I guess it's good to know that you can surf around it in the instance that I accidentally do heal. That it's not just a dead run there.
You just have to remember to.
Oh, there's one at the end though.
At some point.
Yeah, there's one at the end.
You just gotta like toss it out in a random battle.
Yeah. It does make the last box kind of funky, I will say. Because you can't have only fainted Pokemon in your party and it yells at you. All right, I have to pay attention for this part. This part sucks.
Yeah, this is the guy. He's triple spinner pass. It's pretty great. If you're positioned correctly and he turns the right way, you can sometimes just do 2 passes at once, but...
I don't go for it. I'm just too afraid of getting side spun on by that guy.
And there's the required double battle normally, so... Nice that you can just dodge that. And now we have
We're gonna fight
come out.
Wally. I'm
The blow up of the century.
gonna save. I don't need to really, but I'm going to just because in case something goes wrong or I forget to save later, we don't wind back
Issue too.
super
So,
far
I mean,
late.
Yeah.
All I need is one. I need one X speed to outspeed Gallade because my speed is so bad.
Also,
This
the
song is a
speed
banger.
Slaps.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And if you disagree, then you're wrong at War Tab.
Please at War Tab for being wrong about this. He's like, it's a 20-second loop. I'm like, yeah, but it's a 20-second loop that does not like stop slapping the entire time. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It goes so hard for no reason. X speed. So we also have Ice Beam, which is a really great move for a lot of fights here. Really good against Altaria. A lot of dragon types, actually. Like, we just, what's his name? We just burn through, what's the sailor guy's name? Why am I blanking so hard? Drake.
No.
We destroy Drake because every one of his Pokemon, except for Seadra, is weak to ice. One of his Pokemon is double weak to ice. Flash Cannon's nice.
There's some annoying sturdy stuff. Kind of contrasts with Groudon. Groudon being ground type, you mostly just like use Earthquake and Precipice Blades for a lot of things, and use Smackdown for a lot of the flying types, and also to bring them to the ground so you can actually Earthquake them. A little bit different, and you kind of don't get very many super effective opportunities the way that Kyogre gets, which makes Kyogre a little bit better for this entire section.
So we're gonna see a Mega Evolution, and we're just gonna kill Gallade.
Yeah, no
Does
problem.
Mega Gallade get more speed? I think it does, right? It's not actually an issue because in every game before Gen 8, speed changes don't take effect until the following turn. So anytime a Mega would gain speed, they don't actually get that benefit for the first turn, and since we just one-shot all the Megas in this game, it doesn't matter. But all the other stats do matter. If Mega Sharpedo didn't actually gain more special defense, we would be able to beat it with only one, be able to get away with not using more we could get away with not having to outspeed the Crobat, and it would make that fight actually super safe. Or not safe, but like consistent relative to what it is right now.
A lot of super.
Super. Mega Mewtwo Knight X is on the left there, I think, or Y, one of the two. I'm gonna do some PCing again.
While you PC,
Nope, I'm gonna exit the
do a
PC.
quick donation. We have $20 from Hoflax24 saying, "I do hereby bless the end of this bad Kyogre to be, for a lack of a better word, good." Thank you very much, Hoflax. I hope so too. Yeah.
The Elite Four in this game, despite having a Kyogre, rough. Two of the fights have the potential to go badly. Sydney is generally fine. Phoebe in this game is generally pretty free. And then Glacia is a dice roll.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for Glacia, because Marathon Glacias always go badly, so this is gonna be great.
Please apologize on my behalf for getting the estimate wrong on this stream. I can't type right now. I gotta fight Sydney.
I love Sydney's hair so much.
Dude, all the designs for the Elite Four here, pretty good.
I really like the way they
Yeah.
did them for the remakes. They're all pretty good.
So the way that ideally you want to do this fight is you're going to assume that Shift Tree is going to fake out turn one, because it almost always does if you're at full health, and it makes this so much more consistent, in my opinion. Okay,
is
so
another
80
fight that like Omega Ruby really struggles with because the shift tree actually is chlorophyll. And Sunny Day doesn't really go well with chlorophyll on our side. Oh no.
3 deaths. So remember how I said normally it will This is why so normally again it won't do that. It'll normally just fake out you and not crit you. I hit B.
Yeah, Leaf Blade's a high crit chance move, so when that happens, it's not the most unlikely thing in the world, but it is very unfortunate.
It's 1 in 8, right?
Yeah.
Again,
Okay. So
a lot
shift
of
tree's terrible.
I'm doing $50 a death. I don't expect anybody else to do that. Plus $50 for the bad Kyogre. And the Elite Four, like Glacier's gonna say gay rights and make me done like $400. Just watch.
Heck, you're right. Now I kind of want you to die a lot.
Wow, toxic.
As long as you save, it's fine.
True. This ride has just been so cursed in so many ways. Oh yeah, I don't have a. I don't.
The best monster ever.
I did get the best Latias. So this is what it's supposed to do. No, I screwed up. And I got crit again.
Throwing for charity. Let's
Throwing
go.
for charity. Yeah, I tapped the screen on accident and used surf. I think I live that if I don't get crit too. I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. That's 4 deaths.
I'm scared to talk now.
Yeah.
Anything I say will jinx it.
No, you need to just like say how easy the shift tree is and how it's.
I did that
the
already.
Pokemon in the fight.
I tried that.
I wonder if it
No.
pre-rolled the crit the first time. I wonder how that works.
Maybe I know like in some games it can't do that pre-roll crit thing. In other games it can.
Yeah, I
so
don't know
who knows?
exactly how it.
Have we talked about the AI too much? How it works for like these gym
I think
battles?
so.
I can talk about that a bit. Basically, there's like tiers of AI in this game.
So that's what it's supposed to do, and then I don't die. Do I get out? No, I
did
get
it.
out speed. We should be fine.
So yeah, so there's tiers of AI, and gym leaders and Elite Four members in pretty much every game will fall into like the smart AI category, like one of the higher tiers of intelligent AI. Basically, the key points of it are if they can kill you with the move, they will probably go for it. Again, there's a lot of caveats to that, but if they can kill you, they're gonna try to kill you. They do like pre-damage rolls,
I have to
like
hit this.
before they actually do the damage rolls to kill you, to just kind of gauge what move will do more damage to you. And then that's the move they decide to use, and that pre-damage roll does not impact the actual damage roll, the
First try.
how much damage you actually do. And then there's also things like status moves being sometimes prioritized. If they can kill you with both a quick attack and a normal attack, then they'll always prioritize the quick attack. Stuff like that. And a lot of that varies gen to gen on the specific caveats, but smart AI means you can't really get away with just banking on random things, unless you're playing Diamond Pearl, in which case the entire game is completely random. So,
Diamond Pearl is just such a weird game.
awesome.
So that might have broken
So
estimate.
bizarre.
Dying on City twice. We'll see.
I'm
Actually,
sure
I
Glacial
believe I'm
will try to
underestimate.
make up for it.
I think I'm barely underestimate still. If the rest of this goes
You're,
okay.
you're under 325. Don't worry.
I don't know why I repelled again. It's just autopilot. She doesn't talk to you first. If you're wondering why I save so far back and not directly in front of them, it's because I don't want to accidentally run forward autopilot, talk to them and get into a situation where I have to fight Sydney again. Even though this fight is actually not bad on this fight is actually super reliable as Kyogre. It's pretty bad as Groudon, right?
Yeah, this is the worst fight
Well,
in the Elite Four.
it's fine if you're doing the primal strats, which are a bit slower, obviously. But the new strat, Senstar's route, is cursed.
Yeah. So like Phoebe's really bad.
I mean
for...
that as a pun and.
Oh yeah. So Phoebe is really, really bad for Kyogre, or for Groudon, and Glacia is really, really bad for Kyogre.
Yeah. The Groudon fight here, you basically just bank on not getting Curse, and if you do get Curse, you lose time compared to the other fight. It's like 50-50 to get Curse or Confused here. You want to get Confused instead.
It's nice and fun because it's at the end of the game, so that's cool.
Yeah. This game does not let up.
What am I doing?
At least the champion fight's pretty chill, generally. You can lose time there, but it's really hard to die there. Ooh.
That's fine. I can just use a full restore. It's just slow.
That is the first full restore you used all run.
I know. Because I had a lot of hyper potions left.
Hyper potion? Yeah.
You usually don't get through all your potions unless things go really badly. Like if you get a really, really bad Norman, it can happen. I've had that happen before where I just run out. I've lost runs to just trying to keep my be super stingy on hyper potions because I use like 9 on Norman. So yeah, this fight pretty safe. There are some risky strats you can go for, but as long as you do the safe strat and you don't have a minus special attack nature, it's very hard to lose this fight.
Throw in $10 per Glacia death.
Nice.
Specifically, we're gonna see how this turns out.
Who wants to explain sheer cold? Can I even do that? Oh, I can't even do the oh my god, I have to do the slow strat for this anyways.
Because your Kyogre sucks?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing the blue orb. I just have to do the slow version of the non-blue orb fight.
Oh, interesting.
It does reduce the chance of being sheer colded. It's just slow. Cool. Because we have to.
That's good.
We're gonna
sheer cold sucks. It is a 30% chance to just straight up kill
34.
you. 34. Oh, sorry, 34.
We are out leveled.
Right. She's not guaranteed to go for it.
Nah,
but
you say that.
That is.
So because I don't outspeed, or because I'm so slow, I have to do the slow Glalie setup, which means we have to wait out light screen. Ideally, we one-shot Glalie, and we move on with our lives. And then we do a 4-turn wall rain, which sucks, but it is faster. I'm tempted to stop doing it. And just take the slow strat, I won't lie. Because I don't actually know how much slower it is if you don't have great speed. I think it's like a turn slower. I don't know. I feel like it might be worth doing more than we think you should. That's not what I had. X speed. Then we set up twice. I think it's 2 turns slower. Oh no, it's hail. Hail is the problem. That's why it's bad. I forgot.
Hail obviously losing the rain boost and also just wasting time.
We're going to use a
chip
Lepa Berry on Surf. Now we're going to heal to full. So yeah, if it wasn't for hail, this wouldn't be too bad. But between hail and light, we have to wait out light screen, and now it's hailing for the rest of our entire life, and so it's bad. That's right, I forgot about the hail.
Yeah.
And now we still have to survive 1 turn of wall rain. It won't always use sheer cold, but sometimes it does. I use body slam. Don't paralyze me. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay, I dodged the sheer cold.
Oh my gosh.
We've done it.
Very nice.
I'm gonna full restore here, I think.
So that's if I just spam surf.
Stop critting me.
A little disappointed that Glacia didn't throw for content.
So the problem
No.
with the primal strats is the primal strats are extremely safe, but you have to equip an item, do the primal strat, which is like 40 seconds of animation, then unequip an item, and it's just really slow. I wish the primal strat was faster.
It's a lot safer though.
It is extremely safe.
Because I don't know if we mentioned it yet already, but the primals have permanent weather. So like she'll just sit there and spam hail, and she can't overcome your ability. It's just really
It is.
convenient.
Amazing, yeah.
It's just so slow though, which sucks. Again, maybe we would do it if we could keep it all the way up through Steven and didn't have the post game, but even then, I don't know if it's actually worth it.
I can fire off some donations really quickly before we start Drake. $20 from Lady Ray, saying best of luck with the rest of the runs from one of PSR's favorite lurkers. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, Ray.
Look on. Thank you, Lady Ray, for the 20, and then $15 from Etchy for not dying to Glacia.
Thanks, Etchy. I wish I could not die to Glacia in my stupid, normal, non-marathon runs. I'd be much more okay with
quick
dying
reminder, too.
to Glacia out of charity.
$15 more, and May will do Krar as Kyogre. So you all have about 5 to 10 minutes for that.
Yeah, you got about, I don't know. So Drake, super easy on the Kyogre. Ice Beam, real good against the dragon types. I do have to X-Speed. You almost always have to X-Speed on this fight. Which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. We actually surf the Flygons, despite Flygon being 4 times weak to ice, because it will kill, and it won't give super effective text. Also for PP management. So we do need those ice beams to break sturdy in the Steven fight. I'm overestimate, friends. So yeah, King Joe will pretty much always yawn you, but you can two-shot it, so it's fine. I don't know why I heal before Drake. Always, a lot of times where I don't need to, I feel.
Now it's time for the champion.
Hooray!
Yeah, not the most dangerous fight. Are you gonna take an Origin Pulse?
I don't know. I don't think so, because my special attack's actually pretty good. Yeah, I don't have to ignore the pulse here.
Cool.
It's my speed that's the disaster here. Which means I have to do more setups, which is annoying on the Skarmory. We are skipping the post-credits fight.
Yes.
This estimate's incorrect. It's supposed to be a 305 estimate. I should have done 310, to be honest. I didn't expect for these fights to go as badly as they did.
I mean, it could have been worse.
I could have had a bad
Because
Latias,
this is
too.
Alpha Sapphire. Yeah.
That's true. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. For a run where I didn't have to go to a backup, it was pretty bad. So we're gonna Ice Beam Skarmory before we set up so we can break sturdy. And then we're gonna do a bunch of setup as it just kind of wails on us. If you have 2 Pokemon in your party, you can actually get you can sometimes get a better version of this fight where he just uses spikes over and over again. It's very interesting.
Not sure if that's still like the route, but Elite Four Round 2 did that for a little while. You just bring Latios with you.
Alpha
Latios.
Sapphires does not, and I don't know why. I don't necessarily know why, because we do still get it out of the box afterwards, but 2. 3. Gonna use another full restore here, and then we'll just go and kill everything.
So 2 Pokemon was 30 in this fight. Agronals has it coming up here in a little bit.
The nice thing about
No time waste.
high level Pokemon is that even though my speed is so bad, our stat is still high enough. Like, it's still a big enough number that 1x speed is usually enough to get us faster. Hey, I didn't get crit for once. Wow, incredible. Did we do Ice Beam there first instead of just surfing twice because we don't want Steven to heal and then we get stuck in a heal loop?
Yeah, the other benefit too with Ice Beam is you can potentially freeze and then just skip that attack completely and save a little bit of time.
Pretty sure I'm not in bullet punch range. Yeah, no, I'm not. Even with a crit, I should be okay.
No, 75 is totally fine.
I'm just so used to getting crit on this fight. Right, I said heal up under 40 HP is what I added to my notes, which is pretty, playing it pretty safe.
Metagross or Mega Gross?
Mega gross. And it's dead. And that's a good game. Now we just master the credits.
GG's. Can we get GG's in the chat for Corvimae?
That is Alpha Sapphire. As you can see, super consistent run. Nothing could really go wrong during it, which I think is great.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to start up a run and know you got about, I don't know, a 3% chance of finishing it.
We do have 2 donations really quickly. We have $50 from Groucho saying, "Yay May, boo sheer cold, yay Mega Man Team." And then we have $100 from Audrey Azura saying $20 per death plus $20 for Bad Kyogre. Thank you so much, both of you. And that also means not only did we get the $4,700 roll, but we also get $4,800 for the entire event, which is crazy.
Wait.
Maybe we can get 5,000 before.
We'll hit
the end of the
5,000
event.
as soon as I donate mine. Hold on.
Oh, true. And that also means you owe us a crar, by the way.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this donation in.
Remember to split.
Yeah. I tried.
I don't know what I was
That was
expecting.
I don't know what I was
you just
expecting.
kinda, I thought I'd get
GG.
more warning. That was more of a kya than a craw, but whatever.
I'm sorry. So that was only oops, I didn't split for Drake.
I told you to split.
I mean, that was only 9 minutes 35 seconds over estimate, or my PB, and 5 minutes over estimate. Thanks for watching, everyone. We're at $5,000, which is 5 times more than what we originally expected, which is amazing, beyond amazing. Up next, we have a I think a Ditch Bill race, right?
Yeah, Ditch Bill Race is next, and I'll just read your donation really fast. $250 from Corvimae saying Alpha Sapphire bad. Who would have thought?
Oh, so problem with timer here is I have one more split here for the credits.
Split and then don't save it.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
or pause it.
I didn't think about it, okay? Wow. Amazing gold split. I'm 20 seconds over PB, skipping the credits.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I only skipped
Yeah,
part of the credits, so.
Thank you so much, Corvimae, for this amazing showcase. Do you have any other things you want to say before we? transition off here.
Run Omega Ruby.
Run XY.
Run XY.
Oh no!
Don't actually.
You're lying to you.
XY is
Run
the
Hollow
cool.
Knight.
XY is the coolest route in all of Pokemon, but that does not make it safe.
If you really love gambling and or have some
use
gambling passion,
We use
XY is a
Encore
fantastic speedrun.
in that route. It's so cool. That route is so cool. It's just a nightmare.
I like nightmares, yeah. That's why I speedrun Pokemon.
But yeah, fair. I don't know why. I'm like hooked on this game again. I don't know why. I could be doing anything else, and instead I'm back trying to PB in Alpha Sapphire. Sorry for the existentialism at the end of this. They should probably take us away here.
Yeah, get us out of here, please.
Help. I just have to look at the credits.